You don't want that thing to go off broad too.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right, y'all. This is
What we know.
your homeboy DJ Jig Tight.
It's your boy Rob.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah. And we here. Man, we here.
Back in.
We back on.
First show of the doggone year. We've been trying to do 2 shows before this time right here, man. And now we finally got it together.
I was so
so
irritated this last few weeks, man.
2022.
But we here, man. Happy late New Year now.
Yeah, we deep in the New Year's now.
Yeah. So, but we got a good show today, man. We're not gonna play around with y'all. Today's show, man, we got a really special guest. I've really been following these our guests on Instagram. We build a relationship on Instagram. We agree on a lot of things, and I just feel like it would be a good idea to like have them on our show. So today, man, we're gonna talk about marriage. And this is a married couple, and so everybody give it up for Jeff and Kasai. I'm gonna say
It's Kharisa Monet. Hi everyone, it's Kharisa.
Okay, all right. Because I swear I get your name wrong all the
time. So what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
I'm good.
We good, man. We good. I just met you guys. My name is DJ Jig Tight, aka James. And it's a pleasure meeting you too.
Nice to meet you.
Definitely. Same here, man.
Rob been telling me about y'all. I said, man, I can't wait to get them on the show. So I've been excited to even do this right here, man.
Yeah, man. I feel like we think alike.
Yeah, we do.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people be.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. A lot of people call me assholes, all this other shit, but you know what I'm saying? It's cool to have people that fucking agree with me. So
don't worry.
Not on everything, but most of the things. But I want our subscribers get to know you guys. Like you could talk about like how you got first met, you know, how long you been married, you know, so all that good stuff. Cause we is talking about marriage today.
Okay, cool. You want me to go first? How do we meet? I actually met Jeff. Well, yeah. So everyone, my name is Kharisa Monet. Basically, I've known Robert from high school actually. So we went to Southfield High School.
Class of 2010. What up, though?
Right. So where do I start? So basically, how did me and Jeff meet? We actually met in Queens. I'm originally from Queens, New York, though. When I moved back, what was it, 2015? We met mutually through his brother. So it was basically one night we were going out. It was me, his brother, and one of my close family friends. We ended up going to this party, and honestly, every time I tell the story, to keep it real, I didn't feel pretty because I didn't have like a cute, sexy outfit on. So when I met him, I had on literally these plain jeggings and a sweater on because it was just a quick thing. We just went to the party. I saw him asking who I said, who is he? And then
wait, hold on. So you shot your shot first?
Yeah. So I saw him, and we just basically danced. We got to know each other, and yeah, we've been tied ever since. And then we got married 2017. So
okay,
yeah, we were married for 4 years, going on 5 in July. So
okay.
You guys still feel like y'all newlyweds?
I don't know.
It's funny. Like the funny thing is, we haven't been together for like a long time, but it feels like we have been knowing each other for a long time. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, kind of.
We try to do our best. I feel like to kind of just express alive. Because I feel like, you know, when people get married, sometimes, you know, the first couple of years, they said the little honeymoon phase, it kind of dies off. We try to just do things to keep each other like happy and just, you know, be on one accord. So I feel like That's why it's always something new, you know, because born people, we just be, you know, just vibing.
Yeah, like I tell people all the time. Once you get married, man, it's a whole new relationship. All that girlfriend, boyfriend shit y'all went through in the past,
Yeah,
it's not gonna be the same. It's like this is a whole new person in front of you now.
it's
So,
true.
um, yeah,
All right,
so
though. I
yeah,
mean, I'm gonna just introduce myself. My name is Jeff. I'm a husband, father of two, entrepreneur, and you know, married for almost 5 years now. And we have a podcast. That's how me and Robert were originally connected. Our podcast is Gemini Podcast, and I guess some people might want to know why it's called Gemini Podcast. I'm a Gemini, she's a Gemini, so yeah.
yeah. My dumb ass thought y'all last name was.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, hey, we got the Gemini's here.
Nah.
So yeah, she's actually I'm June 8th and she's the 14th. So
Yeah.
so yeah, we just say, hey, why not call it Gemini
That's what-
Podcast?
Yeah.
So, you know, check us out on Spotify, you know, Apple Podcasts, or other platforms.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk real deep on your podcast because I do listen. First, I like the real conversation you have. I feel like if you're married, you should listen to them. I feel like it could be very therapeutic. I talk about real conversation. That's why I like,
Appreciate it.
And that's what we trying to do. Just have real conversation, regardless if people disagree, agree, hate us, love us. You know what I'm saying? I really want people to go back from having real intelligent conversation, but have freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? So without people judging them or without people trying to cancel them, all this other bullshit. So
Yeah, nah, definitely, it's needed in these times, man. You gotta have real authentic conversation. That's something that is definitely missing right now. So you know, that's all. That's what we're about. That's what we're about.
yeah, man. So James, you want to start with a question because it's funny because like I'm married, you guys married, and James, he used to be married, but he's in a serious relationship, but he's a lot. But he's a lot older than us. So hopefully we're gonna have some different perspective on how we look at marriage. So James, you want to like start it off?
Yeah, just to put it out there, I graduated class of '91.
Okay.
We were just getting born.
I was born in '91.
Right.
So I've been out there. I've been married. I was married for like 10 years. I was in the military. So I was in the military for like 10 years. I got 2 children. One of them just graduated Tennessee State. The other one is in Xavier.
Congratulations.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a little bit older than you guys, but that's where my concentration is because your generation is the generation that I look for as far as commitment, trying to keep these things together, marriage again as a whole, and to recontextualize what people think marriage is.
Yep.
And one of the things is that it's just a lot of people that are lost. And a lot of times I look at it as my generation kind of screwed up you guys' generation when it came down to the concept of what marriage actually is.
Talk
and
to
the
'em.
union between what marriage is. And I got 2 girls,
Mm-hmm.
and they're out here trying to figure out what this is all about too. So one of my biggest things is once you guys got married, did you guys actually know what you guys wanted to do, or did you guys just say, look, this is just what I know, and this is just what we do? Because a lot of people, they got married because it was just a thing to do. It was a part of tradition, but they didn't get the definition of it.
That's a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
First, or
Well, honestly, like I'm pretty sure, like most of our listeners have listened to this too. Like growing up for me, even though I grew up in a household where it looked like I had my mom and my stepdad, I felt like even so, I didn't really ever think about marriage until I like I want to say, until I got a little you know, older. But I felt like
Yeah.
when the two of us met, it was more like we talked about it, and like it's a kind of look like we went into the marriage not knowing like a lot, but but it was more like, look, we'll just take this like one step at a time. We get to know each other. We got married, and we pretty much, I feel like, kind of like kind of like like
Continue
yeah,
the
kind of like a
friendship
pattern.
slash,
Yeah, just
a
trying to.
boyfriend.
It's
Right.
Like
Right.
more
yeah,
serious now, so just continue
exactly.
what we were building.
Yeah, pretty.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, my man, did you actually want to get married, or was it that you just wanted to be with her, so you knew that that was just what she required?
No, no, actually, that was a good question. Like actually, I always spoke um into existence the type of woman that I wanted to get married to, right? So when my ex best friend, when she used to ask me, "Yo, what kind of girl you want to get married to?" And I used to tell her all the qualities that I wanted, and I used to say that all the time, right? And when
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually met her, and I'm like, damn, I think the shit I was talking about is actually working because everything that I wanted, she got, right? So,
Hmm.
so when I tell her, yo, you ask my best friend, I used to say that all the time. And everything that I speak into existence, I actually have. Now, when we met, maybe I would say 6, 7 months as far as dating, I I wanted to marry her, you know. So it
Okay.
just came. I was just waiting for the right time to propose, and then also when I met her, she already had a daughter.
Yeah.
So I know,
Okay.
okay, if I'm gonna be involved with somebody with a child, I don't want to play games. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's
It's serious.
yeah, that's serious. So she let it be known up front when we started dating, and then like I said, we just clicked, and yeah, man, a year, 1 year later, I proposed and
Yeah.
we married. Um, this July coming up for 5 years. It's been
Okay.
flying by. I
Yeah.
can't believe
Yeah.
we've
Yeah.
been
It
married
went
for
by
five
quick though.
years.
It
It just
honestly.
went by
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
quick. So, yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing. You say you met her when she already had a
Yeah.
daughter. So like, how was that? Because I grew up. I have a stepfather. You know what I'm saying? And no, I really like appreciate like him even more now I'm grown because I know how challenging that could be. You know what I'm saying? Coming to somebody's life and they have a kid already. And I tell dudes all the time, like when they date girls with kids, like bro, like look, her mindset is gonna be on a different
Yeah.
level because she's already first off, she have to grow up a lot faster.
Mhm.
And, you know what I'm saying? She have to think about somebody else first. You know what I'm saying? I tell dudes like and women, like when you deal with these people with kids, it's gonna be kind of hard for you to understand that you're not gonna be the first.
Exactly.
No, like you're not gonna be the main priority. So it's like, how was that? Like, was that
Um.
was it an easy transition? Was it
Yeah. I mean.
something to talk about?
Yeah. I mean, definitely. In the beginning, it was like it was okay when we started dating. It was good. Everything was cool. Then I met her daughter, fell in love with her. You know, sweet, sweet little girl, and we just had an instant connection. And
Yeah.
and it's been really good.
Yeah.
And
Because
the thing is,
yeah. No. What I was gonna say was because um at the time she was only like um what do I want to say, like 2 years old. She was really young, but she, what was most important for me was that she would adapt, as well to
Hmm.
what she liked him, and pretty much they've been close ever since.
yeah.
So yeah.
So basically, when at the time when we met, she was doing a internship program. So when she was in the doing the program, I'll be picking up our daughter and watch her until she comes home.
Yeah.
So I was helping out with that, and then we just doing a lot of fun stuff, family stuff. At the time, I was still living with my mother, so my mom is seeing this change, right? And she's like, "Hey, you was just single, and then now you barely in the house,
Right.
doing family things." So she was okay. What's going on? And I told her straight up, "Look, this might be it for me. I might end up staying with this woman long term." So with her, knowing that like I don't have a child, she has one. She was asking me like certain serious questions. Is that what I really want to do? Type thing. Just like to understand what I was getting myself into. We talked about it. One good thing about it is that she's been supportive of our relationship,
Yeah.
which is a blessing. Because right now, her and my mom got an amazing relationship.
Yeah.
So that's been a blessing. But at the same time, you might come to there's gonna be people that's gonna disagree with that,
Oh, of course.
and they're not gonna support you getting involved with someone with a child, maybe family, friends, whatever. We have those issues,
Yeah.
and we just have to put those people
In the back end.
in the back end, and then we're just gonna keep doing what we do.
Exactly.
But it's definitely been a blessing to have her as my wife and our daughter, and now we just had a baby. Yeah,
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
so yeah, now we have two, and it's been a journey so far.
It has been.
It's
It has.
Well, it goes back to what you were saying. Your wife was saying, you got to take one piece at a time.
Yeah.
You can't eat the whole cake.
Yeah.
You actually have to. It's a building thing. And one of the things that I'm really big on is when you are, one of the things I look at is young men that get involved with women that already have children. One of the things I look at is that you have to be serious about that, because when you take on that woman, you take on those children also.
True.
So and you see, like right now, it's a big thing right now and this is just what our family, this is what the world is built off of now, at least in America. So it's really it's a real serious thing, and as a man, you have to be serious about that. You have to understand exactly what it is that you're getting involved in, and you still, as a man, have to be the leader. Period. It doesn't matter any way, form, or fashion on the person that you meet, other than how you guys actually build with each other. That's what really matters. Circumstances, that's just what it is. We're not our circumstances. So one of the things that I'm looking at is the same thing. I got a daughter right now. I have a grandson, and my daughter, she's actually is trying to make it work with the child's father. However, it's just so much against them right now, and a lot comes because they're very young. Both of them, they're very young when it comes down to just, I don't think that they're just too young to have a family, but they're young in the mind because they're looking at everything outside of each other. And so my biggest thing is, when I met that young man, I want to keep them together. I know his past, a little bit about his past. I know what he's about. And I also understand that when you are a young man and you're a young woman, it's a lot of things that goes on as far as influences through everything. So one of the biggest things I learned as a young person was that I had to change my friends. Marriage will get you to change your friends, because you want to build an environment, not only just for you and her, but you want to build an environment for those children.
Yep.
That's the most important thing that I looked at. And even though I'm divorced, I took that divorce and the experience in that marriage as a classroom, and I didn't take it as a lot of pain and a lot of anguish. So after I was married, I've been divorced for 20 years. That tell you how old I am again. But I've dated significantly after my marriage, and actually marriage spoiled the hell out of me. It really spoiled me, because I understood what I wanted in a woman. I understood what I wanted out of myself by being with that woman. So I've been married, I've been in relationships with women that I wasn't the best person I can possibly be with them. So that kind of ended the relationship, and that was my biggest thing. And now I'm almost 50
You don't look it.
and
Right.
I'm dating someone right now. Yes. And I'm dating someone right now. And one of the things we are is very vigilant, and we're kind of conscious of what it is that we want to make out of this union that we got, because I'm not with her not to get married to her. And it was that the same thing where, with any other woman I was with, my end game was to marry them and not wait 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, 20 years, because now I'm wasting their time and I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
So one of the things on being single, I learned a lot about myself being single. So once I got with someone else, I learned even more about myself. So that's a pretty good, as far as with you guys. It's good that you guys are building from where y'all look at the base at, where y'all look at your foundation at. Because by the time y'all get my age and y'all still together, trust me, like you grew so much onto each other. And if you like each other and love each other right now, it's gonna get even better. It's gonna be, because that's it's just gonna be like a family.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
It's to me like everything James said, bro. Said it just proves that, man, marriage is a fucking job. Like it's a 24/7 job. You know what I'm saying? Just like being a parent. You know what I'm saying? That's just why when people come to me, I'm gonna ask y'all this. Like people come to me with advice, I tell them I ain't got nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I have nothing for you. Just the fact you have to be in this to understand.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could tell you like what's good for me. I could tell you know what I'm saying, like what work out for me, but what work out for me might not work out for you and your
That's a
partner.
fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely agree with that. Because if one thing that James said that's really important is that a lot of people they date, but there's no end goal. There's no, we're just here. We're just smashing. We're just doing whatever.
You just want to fuck everybody.
And then a lot of people, a lot of women, they complain, oh, he just did this or did that or whatever. If you know you want to get married, you have to date to get married. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't take a man 5 years
Or
to actually be his wife. If you've been in a relationship with a man for, I would say, from a year to 3 years, and there's no engagement, there's no marriage, there's no future, there's no you guys building for a future, that men do not want to marry you. And a lot of mistakes that I feel like the young ladies of today make, they'll have 3 kids, 4 kids for this man, but they don't require marriage. And then now you wonder why you're a single mom struggling, and it's hard. It's not easy. I've seen this with people that we're close with. They get pregnant, they have 2, 3 kids, sometimes multiple fathers, and they saying, "Oh, he ain't shit, but he ain't this, he ain't that." But why would you, make that such a big decision to have?
It's your fault,
to have a child, and then you don't require this man to at least have some type of like union. You know what I'm saying? And it really gets hard. So, I get it. Sometimes things happen, but if you want to have a child, and I feel like people, as a woman, women should require like a man to be, his wife or whatever, because it gets hard when you're by yourself. So
it does.
That's one of the things I look at, and that was one of the things that was the challenging things on me when I was dating. When I was just out there just dating, one of the things I looked at, because most of the women that I was dating at the age that they already had from 1 to 3 children. And so I look at the relationship they had with their child's father, the relationship they have with their children. If they were struggling to, just to get by, because now I have to look at how they're going to look at me. And one of the things that I had to learn was that if I couldn't handle that, I can't waste their time. So one of the things, and that's why I had to date with a purpose.
Yeah, they would.
And a lot of times, you know, when it ended, it never. I didn't have any relationships that ended where we were just enemies. They ended because there was a purpose in the ending. You know,
Yeah.
it probably took them a year or so to figure out. Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
But it just got to the point because, like I said, when I was married, it really spoiled me. First and foremost, I was 22 years old when I got married. I had a career when I got married. She just graduated from college. I was like, we doing the right thing.
Mhm.
It was like everything was going. And then 2 years later, we had a child, our first child. And as right as it all seemed, it still wasn't enough. So it got to the point where I had to experience it and not have to deal with it as something that was um, a nightmare or something that just ruined my life or something like that. Because I mean, I ain't gonna lie, there were times where I felt like that, where I was like, I'll never get married again. But then I said, if I date, then what would be my end goal in dating then? Is it just to date and then we just gonna grow old together and we don't have anything that we build off of? That made no sense to me.
Yeah.
So I was, you know, so it got to the point where I actually had to start looking at relationships as a whole. What should be just as a basis, an end goal for people? And it doesn't have to be in my eyes, it doesn't have to probably be legal marriage, but it has to be something where, hey, look, we have to sit at the negotiation table and we have to sit back with each other and make a deal because this is like a business with us. And we have to be able to talk about each and everything, every aspect of what the present and the future holds. One of the things that a lot of couples, and I was one of them, did not really discuss was finances. And that right there is what I would consider to be one of the biggest breakups in a
That's
marriage.
true. That's one of the main reasons.
And it's like, yeah, yeah. And because one of the things as a man, when you start really understanding a woman, you'll be like, well, look, she needs security. She needs to be protected. You know, all these different things that a woman actually needs from a man, because as a man, that's what you have to look at. What is my value to her? And if I can't protect her and I can't get her to a point of security, then I'm kind of null and void to her. Because love, what we talking about? If you just say love with no substance behind it, it's just, you know, it's just a feeling. So that was one of the biggest things that I looked at also.
Yeah, it's funny. Like people would say like love, like, you know, and people don't like when I say this, but when I say this, you know what I'm saying, I understand that because it means more than just one word. I feel like shit, love could be very overrated because it's so much more than love. You know what I'm saying? Just everything you said, you know. It's one thing only advice I tell people that think about the risk of just getting married, because a lot of things that go back when he talked about growing up, his generation didn't generate the right information about marriage. They only told us like the glitz and glamour, you know what I'm saying? And they program in our mind that, you know what I'm saying, have to be a certain way. But like what I like to tell people is, man, just think about the risk. Think the risk, you know, it could be financially, mentally, you know what I'm saying? Shit. Physically, shit. I gained so much weight being married and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That's good. My wife treat me
We
good.
all
You know,
experienced that though. I mean,
yeah. You know what I'm saying?
it's
So,
life, you know.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's so much into it, you know. And I like to ask y'all, and shout out to, we got 21 people in here so far. Shout out to y'all. But I like to ask y'all, what was some challenging things like in the beginning of your relation, in the beginning of your marriage that y'all didn't know?
Well,
You got hit on that one.
look, I'm very transparent. I'm not gonna lie. Like when I met him, I'm not gonna lie. I was really toxic. Like I had, and I'm not ashamed to say it because you know what? I've learned and I've grown, and him and
What?
his support to kind of like get me the help through a therapist to help me because sometimes I feel like some people go through traumatic things. They carry on a lot of like baggage to where they'll
Yeah.
get into a relationship with a guy who's probably like a good guy like he was, and you can end up like for speaking from being push the person away by 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 starting to act crazy and stuff. So it was like I had to take a step back and like and told me like, look, you have a lot of issues. You need to get them fixed, and I did. And I did. So
Yeah.
ever since then, I've learned for the last few years and have grown like tremendously because sometimes when you're in a certain situation, things happen to you over and for some people like at the time that we met, I was a single mother. I had a lot of baggage. I was angry, and so I would kind of like take my anger like out on just being mad, like so frustrated. And it's not, and it took for us to like sit down and say, hey, you need to fix this for us to move
Mhm.
forward. So we went to therapy, and and therapy has honestly changed my life tremendously because I had to self reflect and like realize, hey, these are the things I need to check off and fix to be better. And to be a better mother, to be a better wife, to be a better person and a woman that I am now. So
That's dope.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Therapy, and that's the thing. Therapy would change so many other people's
yep,
lives.
Yeah.
It works.
it
And a lot of
works.
people don't think so. And it's funny. And now I'm starting to learn that it's not really that they don't think so. It's more that um they're not ready to do the work.
Yeah, and they're scared.
Not
And they're
ready to
scared
do
to
the work.
sometimes they're
Yeah.
scared because I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie. When we first, I remember before we got married, when we were engaged, he did initiate. Hey, let's do marriage counseling or therapy. I was like, I don't need that. I was like, I didn't need it because I felt like
Where you
I,
come from, dog? What man tells his
yeah.
wife
So
that?
I was like, nigga, please. I always I curse. I'm like, please. I
I ain't
don't
trying
need
to
it.
do no damn what?
But then when we got into, and he was like, okay, and then he was being respectful. He's not the type to bark back. So we get in a marriage, and I'm thinking like we good, but we weren't
Yeah.
all the way good. That first, I think the first couple, it started off okay. Then it just, I don't know what happened. It was just like
The second year,
it was the second year was
toughest one.
horrible. It was horrible. It was just
I'm not that with more.
yeah.
But that's a good question. James
Yeah.
just asked Jeff, like what was that thought process like? All right, we need to get therapy because like that's not a lot of men and women don't think that, especially men.
Yeah.
Like, so what like motivates you? Like, yeah, we need to do this.
Yeah, like I'm very like self-aware, and I when we got married, I could see when we first got married, I could see there were some things that would trigger her. I'm like, okay, I'm definitely has to deal with like that stuff, right? Because I know, I didn't do anything that bad,
Yeah.
so the toxicity had to come from past things. Like we had
Yep.
conversation about things, you as a child. I said, yo, we got therapy. Yeah, cool, we'll do it. And then the second year, July 2019, we was getting ready to divorce.
Yeah, literally.
It was really bad. It was toxic. And I'm like, damn, how did we get to this point? Because we always got along. Everything always was cool. We do what we're supposed to do. But that second year was really tough. And I was getting ready to say, call it quits. And then I met this therapist at some event that she went to. And she took her number. And a few months later, we ended up with a therapist, and then we started doing sessions. we went to do the therapy as a couple, right? But while doing that, she did her own sessions, and I did my own private sessions. I found out myself that I needed to fix, and I had issues with, and we our separate sessions, and then she brought us back in together, and we started doing like as a couple. We did it for about
I want to say a good year. Yeah, right.
6
Well,
months.
6 months.
7
6 months was good. Yeah.
You know, because one thing with therapy
Yes,
is
please.
some people you go to therapy, they go for years.
Good.
Therapy is not love you. You don't go to therapy for years, and then you don't get addicted to it like anything you get addicted to. So you have to when you go to therapy, whatever you've learned from your therapist, you gotta go and apply it to your life. You gotta go and apply that. You can't be
That's so true.
Exactly.
you know, you're gonna get that comfortability.
Now it's not therapy.
Yeah. I messed up. Let me go to my therapist.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
learn what you have learned, and who want to keep giving the therapist so much money? You know?
Exactly.
Right.
We get to that part. So,
Yeah.
we need to cut off. So we about to fix this. We about to
Yeah.
inject these notes.
Yeah. Right. Gotta get this. We gotta get our shit together. Like,
It's getting a little expensive. I said, hold on now.
The prices kept going
Yeah,
up.
the prices are going up.
So
like, what we doing?
Right.
Like,
There are people like, I'm just gonna go ahead and take your money. Go
Right.
so after we
But
did that,
that's-
you know, we applied, you know, what she taught us. And one thing, you know, the funny thing is we did this exercise, right? And then they asked us a bunch of questions,
Oh, yeah.
and they were trying to figure out, I guess, what we have in common. One of the only things, I guess, that they said we really have in common is that
She
we
laughed at us too.
we like having fun with each other, like
Yeah.
going out, traveling, shit like that. And I'm like, I
Yeah,
thought it was
yeah,
more than that. It was
yeah.
just one thing that
Yeah.
we really enjoyed with each other.
We like having fun.
So that kind of makes you look at your relationship like, damn, like what other things can we do
Yeah.
that can improve our
Yeah.
relationship? So it really,
Yeah.
you know, makes you look at your relationship like, damn, we gotta do better. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always been the type of person like, if I get married, you know, I don't want to get a divorce. I want to make it work. I want to try my best. You know, if it doesn't work out, cool. It doesn't work out. There's nothing you could do. You can't force somebody to be with you. You know, and
Right.
I never wanted to be the fault of divorce. You know, happening in my relationship. You know, one thing about I learned about being married is that it's a risk, like any other thing.
Big time. Yes. It's a risk that you got to take. You just got to be courageous enough to do it. Yep.
It's a risk. If that's what you want to do, just like you could pack up, go to another city, and think wherever you're gonna go, it's gonna make your life better. It may not.
Yep.
So you know what's gonna come out of that. So it's the same thing. If that's what you really want to do, I feel like you should prepare yourself for that. You know, make sure that you know you're happy within your own self. You don't look for somebody to make you happy. You never, you know, like, oh, you gotta make me happy. No, you gotta be happy on your own first. What I'm gonna do is just gonna add to whatever happiness you already have. I don't want to put that much pressure on somebody to make me happy. You know what I'm saying? You may already have shit going on that you have not addressed personally, and you look for that person to be this so perfect. You know what I'm saying? And you put some pressure on your partner, and that's not it.
Yeah.
So you got to be good. You got to be your own self, and then you guys come together as a whole and work together.
It is way more attractive. It's way more attractive for a person to see that you're happy because they want to share in your happiness. That's what the attraction should be. It should be all of these other things, even if it's just content. If you're just a person that's content and you look at the world where it's like, you know, I could be going through something, but I'm gonna get past it. And you have that attitude where you still have where you're content with your life, and then you can share it with somebody else. But there's been so many people that have made that mistake of allowing someone to come in and they already know that this person is not even nowhere near happy with their life. And so they're looking at you like, all right, now you on stage, make me happy.
Yeah.
And you looking
Yeah.
like, wait a minute, I'm these are the things that I'm doing.
Exactly.
You should already be happy because I'm not a, I'm not a magician.
Yeah.
So I cannot
Yeah.
snap my fingers and now you happy. That's not how this goes.
Right.
We have to share in each other's happiness. That's why it's always good to have a goal. And in that goal that you have, that's what you want to do. You want to be content and happy in your life.
Yeah.
But a lot of times it's going to be, I look at it as there's just times in your life where that's just not going to happen. It's not a party all the time. And it's one of those, you have a moment or moments where you got to struggle through a whole lot of things, through depression. You got to struggle through things happening in the world. You lost a loved one. Your money ain't right. It's a lot of things that goes on in your life that you just not going to be, happy go lucky.
Yeah.
Now, being married, that's where the teamwork comes in.
Yeah.
And it's just not at a point where a person can sit back and say, well, I can read this person's mind. So because you're not happy, I'm gonna do whatever I need to do to make you happy. Normally it'll be the man because we always trying to fix stuff. And sometimes the woman say, no, just let me be. Because we'll sit back and be like, what's wrong? What's wrong with all right, I can do this, I can do that. A lot of men, we can make a mistake because we're just trying to fix stuff. You put it in front of us, we're gonna keep trying to fix it. That's a man that actually is in tune in his relationship. That's just what we're doing, because especially when you like and love your significant other, man, you're trying to do whatever it is so you don't have to be in the doghouse. So a lot of men, it's like we love to a fault. We can love each other to a fault, and that's another classroom that we got. One of the books that I read, I don't know if you know this guy, Zoe Williams, from the Zoe What Morning Show. He's on he has a podcast on YouTube.
He used to be on Corey Holcomb podcast.
Yeah, he used to be on Corey Holcomb's show. And he has his new book that he got is called The Holographic no. It's the Lighthouse, the Shrouded Lighthouse.
Smart dude.
Man, the guy book, and I've read his other two books that he had. One was the dismount, the relationship dismount, how to get out of a toxic relationship. And stick to the landing. Dope book. It had after every chapter, it has a workshop, and then he came out with the holographic relationship. Read that book, and I was just like, wow, man, it was just a lot. And I seen like all of the books he was influenced by. I ended up buying those books, and I can literally see where he get a lot of his thoughts from. And a lot of these books, if you ever heard him talk, man, the dude, he has a very unique way of how he talk and how he can explain things. But I like it because he's a very intelligent guy, but he takes it and he puts it in simplicity. Some of these dudes, they have a lexicon that I'm just like, damn.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that. I gotta keep looking words up and stuff like that. And he got it, but he tries to put it in simplicity. And one of the things that it did, it made me a lot better with just myself, the relationship that I got with myself. And therefore, once I had a better relationship with myself, I end up exuding it out to other people, and I got better work relationships, relationships with significant others, even with my parents. And one of the things I love, because my parents they're still both here. And they've been married for 53 years. So all I've seen, it was just inevitable for me and my brother to become married because that's all we saw. And so a lot of the things that I got from the Zoe What book, they already do it. But ask them what love is. They got two different ways on how they look at it. They can't tell you how to keep your marriage together. My mother's gonna give you some real bad advice. It's like, no, she's not good at giving advice on dating. And my mom used to get mad at me when I used to tell her that. I'm like, man, how you gonna tell me anything about dating?
Yeah.
Because you was married at 18.
Exactly.
My
a lot of
got
them
married
did.
at 19.
Yeah.
And they still
Yeah. So it's like
31 years.
Hey man, once you in those years, that's what I'm saying. Once you, that's what you see.
Yeah.
So once you see that, you like, man, this is pretty dope because they're not, happy go lucky, but they're not sad.
Yeah.
Like,
You want to
it's
die
just,
alone.
Yeah.
it is, it is what it is. And I like looking at them and studying them also because I've never seen my mother cut grass. I've never seen my mother put gas in the car. I've never seen my father really get in the kitchen and really throw down, even though he said he could cook. Yeah, right. Whatever. I've never seen him do a lot of things. If he go grocery shopping, the only time I saw my father go grocery shopping was because him and my mama, they had a little breakup, and she left. And so now, and she left me with him. I'm like, no.
Right?
Because all I'm eating is pork and beans and hot dogs, man. This ain't cool. And I see him go, he go grocery shopping. It's like, that ain't how mine go grocery shopping.
Right?
He don't even got a basket. He just go in there and then put everything in his hand because he ain't going for nothing. My mama go grocery shopping. She go on with 2 baskets. Go get the other basket right there.
That's
crazy. And even though they never really had fallouts in front of me and my brother or anything like that, but you can tell. You can tell it was a rip. You could tell it was a ripple in their union. And the longest I remember when I was probably 5 or 6, and they separated for 2 years. And one of the things that it was just funny because my mother's aunties all told her to go back to your husband. They was like, I don't care what he did. You need to go on back to your husband. This is in the 70s. And they were telling her right off the rip.
It's like women would advise other women to work it out. Now I feel like if there's an issue in a relationship, and the women they talking amongst each other, oh man, you can
help you tear it up.
You can do better. Like, nah, man, I ain't work.
And you know what? But it shows like the times we in, like James' parents and I could say our grandparents, they came from more traditional times.
They did.
Now we live in modern time where women are more masculine and men are a lot more soft, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? We got the world, the independent women of the world. And then you got men that just don't know how to be fucking leaders. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that got to do because of their upbringing.
A lot of one of the main reasons for that is because a lot of these kids, they grew up without seeing
the leader in the home.
A man in the house. So they're raised by their mothers. That's why you see so many young dudes wilding out. They act too emotional. They always want to fight. They always want to shoot up the club or whatever over simple shit. Shit that can get worked out if we have a conversation. So that's what happens. When we started to make our podcast, we definitely wanted to, encourage marriage. We know it's not for everybody, but we know most people want to be married. So I at least gave it a thought. So, we just try to put out the positive, message as far as relationship, family, and because what has been going on for the last 30, 40 years, single mothers and also men getting women pregnant and not stepping up.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing that.
It's fucking up our community. And if you don't have a family structure, in the community, there is no community. Like This one of the crazy thing in our community is that I remember growing up in my neighborhood, if an older person saw me doing something bad, they could tell me, stop, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Or you curse, or you know not to curse in front of an older person.
Yeah, we have.
Oh yeah, that's man.
Yo, we go to the park, right, and we with the kids, and we seeing like these young kids, 5, 6, 7 years old, cursing, talking all type of stuff, just wilding out. And I'm like, yo, where are their parents? A lot of times,
there's no parents.
There's no parents. They're just out here just doing whatever they want to do. So I'm like, yo, I could never curse in front of another adult when I was younger because I knew that I had to respect that person. You can't tell.
I'm 49, bro, and I still, if it's an elder there, I'm still at that point of,
Yeah, right.
watch him. I got to watch my language, and
Yeah.
and even hold myself and build my bearings up a little more, because it's like, no, we got elders that's present.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to be able to say they're just present. I don't care. It could be times where I can have the dirtiest damn mouth, man. And when there's older folks that's in my presence, I'm not about to do that. And matter of fact, I kind of straighten up. It's kind of like that. So even like with my parents, I mean, me and my mom and my father, we just got a different type of relationship now, but they did so much where they were, I'm not gonna say they were strict. Most people would say that my parents were strict, but they were just being parents.
Yeah.
They kept me in line,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of things that they've just instilled in me, where I was like, I was still exposed to, being on the block, dope boys. I was exposed to a lot of things that I could have easily went to, but because of what they instilled in me and the things that I wanted to do in life, I was like, I don't have no time for that. And then they exposed me to even my family members and things, when the end results to, being out there in the streets, the end results to being, a dope boy or something like that. And I saw it, and I was just like, it didn't take, because, my parents, they used to try to get themselves too much credit. I'd be like, look, there's a lot that y'all didn't know that was going on with it. As a teenager, I was being a teenager.
Yeah.
They were like, y'all never did this, and y'all never. I used to be like, yeah, all right.
Okay.
It took me till about this time to actually admit it to them. But even in my 30s and 20s, I still was like, no, I'm gonna still trap right there. I ain't telling them nothing.
Yeah.
But now, because I'm a grandparent and we just have a different type of relationship, I can actually, because I need to find out what's going on in their mind exactly, and the things that I missed from them. Like I said, 53 years, but it was still something that was missing there, because they actually got married for a different reason than I got married. They didn't get married because they loved each other. They got married because they wanted to get the hell away from their damn family. My father, literally, my father, he used to work so much, man. He used to make so much money working at, he had 2 and 3 jobs, working at the plant and a donut shop. And one of the things that he did since he was about 13 years old was kept a pocket full of money. My father used to
That's all my grandfather.
pocket full of money. A pocket, that's what he'll tell you. Look, boy, you got to keep your pocket
That's
full
what
of money.
my grandpa be saying. Yo,
That's
you
right.
love money.
The same way.
You love money.
That's the fact.
But I also understood what they meant by that. He had to actually build himself to have value in order for him to even be in my mother's eyes, for her to even like him. So he had to, at 13 or 14, he had to actually show her that he's an actual man. And one of the things that attracted her to him was the simple fact that man was a hard worker.
Yeah.
He was a hard worker. He wore loud ass suits. He was from the country. His ass had to he didn't have his teeth together. He had to go get his. She was like, nah, I ain't talking to you until you get your teeth fixed. He went right to the dentist, got his teeth fixed.
Wow.
She was like, you got to stop wearing them loud suits. I can't go out with you. He stopped wearing loud suits. He also went there. It's like everything that he was doing, because she didn't care about him taking her to dinner and all that, off the rip. She was like, before you can even do all of that.
Yeah.
And then she has 7 brothers.
Damn.
And he had to go to her father,
Oh, shit.
and he had to ask for her hand. And my grandfather said, no, I don't want my daughter marrying you. And it was only because my grandfather wasn't ready for my mother to go.
Yeah.
She left. I told you, he got married at 18.
Yeah.
But my grandfather, in time, he respected my father. To this day, my grandfather is 96, and he has a great relationship with my father. So, but he had to put my father to the test.
Yeah.
He had to put him to the test, and my father wasn't raised with his father. His father died when he was 2.
Wow.
So when he sat back and my father was trying to get a wife, he didn't know anything really about what manhood was. He just seen it from afar.
Yeah.
And he had men that he looked up to, and he was like, all right, I got to have a pocket full of money like him. Pocket full of money.
Hey, Jeff. Hey Jeff, did you took the traditional route talking to her parents first? Because I did. Like before I married my wife, so I got their blessing first.
Yeah, I definitely did. Because they live in Michigan.
Yeah, they live
So
over
we
there.
lived in New York at the time. We were in Jersey now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely called up my mom and then her dad, and then her stepdad, and then her dad in Jamaica.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
I asked them, and we had that conversation. Definitely,
because people.
that's important.
Oh my bad. No, my bad. I was gonna say people don't understand how important that is
It is
because,
important.
especially for a parent, because if you have the courage enough to like go to somebody's parents and ask for your blessing, like I want to marry your daughter, that I feel like that could bring so much relief for a parent. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I could trust him because if he's willing
Exactly.
to come to me, to ask me, saying for my blessing, so regardless if I say yes or no, what I'm saying, I gotta respect that, what I'm saying,
Nah, for real.
and
Also, one thing, sometimes you get into situations where, like, maybe the parents may not, agree. What I say to people who want to do stuff like that, definitely your actions. You gotta show them that you're gonna do right by their
Exactly.
daughter or your son. I think actions speaks a lot louder than words. So you could say you wanna, have a future, you wanna marry somebody, and do the right thing. But even if they don't agree, you guys go ahead and still get married.
Yeah.
You always got to be
yeah.
careful. You got to do the right thing to make sure that
You don't
you
prove it wrong,
yeah,
basically, you
prove
know?
them wrong type thing.
Yeah.
Because it's not always when you want to get married to somebody that you're gonna get support from everybody.
Yeah, you really don't.
Do
Yeah.
it for you first, for your family, and then you let your actions speak for itself. Because
Absolutely.
Let me ask you something, because Jeff, because you post some on your Instagram. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things. It's so much stuff I can ask y'all. But first one, and I talked about this all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
And mostly females talk shit about me when I bring this up.
Let's go.
But leading a household, right? So you ask them, you put a poll up on Instagram saying, asking, um, what you say? Should a man pay most of the bills, or should it be split 50
I was
50?
going, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I listened to
Because
y'all podcast too. Actually, it's fire.
Thank you.
So I
Thank
like
you.
that what y'all
Thank
was doing.
you.
That's what got me excited,
Thank
man.
you.
because before you answer that, right? Because I'm honestly like 50-50 with it. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell dudes all the time, like, look, if you know you're gonna be in a serious relationship, the point where you know you're gonna marry her, bro, you have to get to the point where you have to be the primary provider.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to pay at least most of the bills, because you need to have that. I don't know how some females might feel about it, but as a man, you need to have that leverage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not leverage just trying to control nobody or nothing, because I'm not about that. You know what I'm saying? But if you want your wife to submit, respect you on the level that you want, you have to you have to be a leader. You have to make her feel comfortable, like, okay, I can really trust this man. I respect his role. I respect his leadership. I respect that he's going to direct us in the right direction. So you have to, what I'm saying, eventually in the household, show that in the household. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I also say this, and then I be seeing like females on Instagram talking about, yeah, I ain't paying for shit. I ain't paying for that. I ain't paying 50-50. Blah, blah, blah. Look, let me tell you something. If a man ain't got no ring on your damn finger, that man ain't obligated to take care of shit.
Yeah, I say that too. He doesn't have.
He's not obligated to take care of your
Yeah, he
ass.
doesn't have.
You know what I'm saying? And then what's crazy about it, like some dudes, when the thing about dudes, they'll tell you up front, like, hey,
Yeah, I know
I
some.
can't take care of all this shit.
Yeah.
And then a lot of girls will agree to it because they, you know what I'm saying, at the moment, you know what I'm saying, they in love to the point that, they could get out their parents' house, you know what I'm saying, they get freedom, fuck what you want, all type of shit. And then first month, 2 months be cool. Then that's when she started asking, like, hey, babe, can you pay this month?
But he was honest with you up in front. That's
You
the
know what I'm saying?
thing.
Exactly.
You know, 1 month, cool. Then it turns to 2 months, 3 months. And then all of a sudden when niggas say, hey, you know what I'm saying, I can't do all that, you know what I'm saying, right now, you know, it's killing my pocket. Oh, yeah, you ain't a man. Now you want to question you as a man, you know what I'm saying? You ain't this. You a broke
They
nigga.
always-
You ain't, you know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't shit, all this other shit, you know? So it's like, bro, and I be trying to tell people, like, bro, like, if you worrying about, if that's the main thing you focus on, if a man need to take care of your ass, you know what I'm saying, from the gate, and he ain't marry you or nothing, well, you gonna, it's gonna be a long ride
Yeah,
for y'all.
very long
A
ride.
really long ride for y'all.
I
You know what I'm
think,
saying?
yo,
So what?
this is go ahead. My
Go
bad.
ahead. No, go ahead. No, go ahead, bro.
Yo,
Go ahead.
you know, there's this conversation is so vast.
Yeah.
You asked you talking about the poll that I put up saying who should take more of the financial load in a relationship.
Yes.
All right, cool. So now, if you're married, the man, obviously, that's what I believe in. If you're the man, I believe that you pay at least up to 80% of everything, if not everything, and then you just let your wife, you know, whatever financial plan you guys have together. That's one thing. One of the first things that we did when we got married. My uncle, who's married to my aunt, he sat me down. He gave me some advice. Finances. You know, a lot of times women spend more money. You know what I'm saying? And somebody got to be in control of that of the financial side of things. You got to sit down with your partner and figure that out. Back to your question, I think the man should. Um, if you, like you said, I feel like if we're not married, I don't have to take care of you. I don't have to pay the phone bill, the car note, or insurance, because I feel like a lot of women require that. You know, when you get everything, they like dudes who fast money. You know, all the fake stuff is on social media. They go to those type of dudes, and they think that regular dudes who work hard and make their own money legally, they put the same standards for those guys. That guy may not be able to do that. And
Yeah.
one thing that I've been noticing lately, a lot of women are calling dudes broke if they make an average of what a man makes in this country, which I think is stupid.
It's not broke.
You know what I'm saying? First of all, women.
I'm broke because
Yeah, I'm like, what?
First of all, look.
I'm broke because I can't take care of you.
Yeah, like what? That doesn't mean.
Yeah, no, the funny thing is, man, the statistics speak for themselves. An average woman in America make $29,000, right? The average man in America make 40. Well, black man make 40,000. So who's really broke? You know what I'm saying? Because 40,000 compared to 29,000, you can't live with $29,000. That's nothing.
Not at all. Not at all.
Exactly.
That's most people, man. Another thing, like you look at social media, right? And everybody thinks that everybody's rich or has so much money. And I tell people, 95% of the shit you see on social media is fake.
It is.
It's false.
Living how they seem to be living. You know what I'm saying? I could book a trip, a nice Airbnb, and act like I'm living it up. I could post what I want you to see, but you don't really know what I got going on.
Exactly.
And now with the music, you know, the women, you know, talking about all this broke nigga this, rich nigga this, scammer that. They got the young ladies' mindset all the way messed up. So now they passing on the suitable men that they should be looking at, the dudes that are building themselves up, you know, to get to the point where they need to, they're passing up on these guys. And they're trying to get to the higher earning guys, a lot of times illegally, how they making their money. And that's not long term. That's very short term. You know?
Yeah.
So I just feel like when women want to call men broke, you really got to think what you're saying, because you know you can make yourself look stupid. You know, it's true. Because
Hey, matter of fact,
hard work can make average money or a little bit more than average. That's not broke. You know what I'm saying? You can't call somebody broke because they don't want to pay your bill. That doesn't make
You know what I consider to be broke? When you are spiritually broke. Let me tell you something. When first and foremost, what a lot of us as just adults have to learn is money management.
Yeah.
We have to learn that because once you start learning how to manage what you make, then that's when if you trying to get if you out here trying to get, cars that cost 25 to $50,000, you know, and with an APR of 8 to 12%,
Right.
and you out here trying to get and you renting a house
Yeah.
that's 2,500 a month and you only making 30, 40,000, that's not good money management.
I don't know.
So, and when you start talking about, when it comes down to women looking at men as being broke, one of the things I understood was that what happened was that it's a broken tradition. They're trying to follow traditional, um, rules, but they're not trying to be traditional. Yes, I agree. The man should be taking on the bulk of the finances. However, that has to come from how this man has built his way in understanding of what money is and what it is that he want in life. One of the things I've learned that if it wasn't for women, I wouldn't need nothing really. A one
That's a
bedroom
fact.
apartment, a television,
Right.
probably
You said
some
that
AC.
too.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
The car that I need is not going to really be a car. And if it's warm, I'll get a motorcycle or a moped. I'm not trying to do it. So a lot of things that we do is for women. However, that these women don't understand that they have value too, that they have to sustain.
Absolutely.
That's all it is. Because that's why y'all look the way that y'all look. We can't help ourselves. We would do some of the most dumbest things in order to appease
Yes.
you. And that's not a bad thing. It's just innate in us.
Yes.
So when we talk about the finance, that's why it was real interesting. I said, damn, I want to be able, and we could do another show where we can really go in the depth on that, with that whole thing on finances and who should pay the bills and who shouldn't. A lot of it now, the way that the world is, man, you got to build that because a lot of people are not making money. The inflation is so high, $40,000. I mean, if you trying to do all the things that they got you doing, you out here looking at commercials and all these ads and stuff, you ain't going to ever have any money for yourself. One of the things I learned, and I wish I would have learned it as a kid, was that I pay myself. I pay myself. I don't care what it is. Whatever my paycheck is, I'm paying myself and I'm not touching it. If I can help it, I'm not going to touch it. And that's where it goes down to having that safety net for you and whoever. I learned how to use credit. I learned how to, buy homes and things like that. So it looks more attractive to the women that I'm dating.
Yeah.
One of the things that makes a man unattractive is his finances. It doesn't matter how he look on the outside. It always matters on how he carries himself. So that's what we look at, and that's what we have to. And one of the things, I'm not mad at a woman that'll sit back and require that I have a job, that requires that I have great money management, that I'm a leader and all these things. I ain't mad about it. I had to learn that as a kid, that man, I ain't gonna really be able to get the type of girl I want if I'm out here hanging in the club all the time, if I'm out here blowing my money, on video games and shoes and all this stuff. It looks good to her when she first initially meet me, but when she start understanding who she got in front of her, she like, this dude is just not even responsible. Like, he ain't even responsible enough. And then we try to tell them what to do. And they look at us like, how you gonna tell me what to do? And you just borrowed $40 from me. And so that's kind of like what it is.
Yeah.
Now it's at a point where, okay, if girls say, I want a dude that got, 6 figures, and I want to do this and that, dude's gonna be sitting there making the 6 figures. But guess what? They may not want you though, because we have requirements also. I want a woman that can be my friend. I want a woman that can be, to a point that if I do say, look, this is what we need to do, only thing she's going to do is follow it because she trusts my word. That's it.
Yeah.
Cooperation. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Cooperation. So these are the things that, like what you guys are doing, these are the things that I want to talk about. And I don't want to talk about it to people my age no more. I'm tired. They old.
Yeah,
They're not changing.
That looks crazy. It looked crazy for me to talk to a person that's 60 plus.
Right?
Because I'm looking at them like, man, come on. It looks goofy. Man, look, I used to be a DJ. Well, I'm still am, but I used to be active in the DJ world. And one of the things that I seen that was very goofy to a man was a man, an old man in the club out here trying to find a woman. And I will understand if it's a club where most of the people are around his age. But this man being like the oldest person other than him is probably about 30. Yeah. And he out here trying to get these young girls. And then he get on the floor and think he got it. He out here making himself look bad. Now, this is the craziest thing. He got a pocket full of money now. Pocket full of money. He one of them dudes with the pocket full of money. But he looks goofy now because he's out of his element. Yeah. By the time you 60, you need to either have a woman that you have been, I still would consider it marriage. May not be legally, but y'all been together. Y'all got a house or two together. You've been raising her kids and y'all raise kids together. Whatever it is, you guys just been together forever. You know, if you out here and you out here in the club, it doesn't look attractive to women being in your 60s. And even in your 70s. Now, by the time you are, now there are some exceptions because around about those times, this is when a lot of people start losing their significant others. And it's just tough for them. Now, this is the thing, I would love to be able to talk to them about that, but I'm not in that level. I'm not in that space yet. I'm looking at that space and I'm trying to prepare myself to be in that space. Right now, I'm in a space where I'm just looking at retirement right now. I'm trying to get to the point of when I can retire. I actually want to be able to have the option to retire, even if I don't. And in order for that to happen, I got to act at the, like the person at the level that I am in life. And that's not going out here spending my money frivolously in this world. Right. Period.
Nah, that's good advice. That's good advice, man. I hope people listen. One thing I want to add to that is, like you said, women have they want security, but at the same time, men have standards and requirements too.
Yes.
I'm not gonna go and spend all this money and taking care of everything, and I can't even get a cooperation out of you. You wanna fight all the time. You want to be combative. You want to have attitude. I feel like a lot of men in our age, Robert, they're not willing to put up with that.
Y'all have risen. I don't know.
It's like,
hey man, look, man, it's things that men have been frustrated with, but we have not expressed it. And we might have seen our parents go through that, and it's like things are changing, and it's okay to check your woman if you have to. Sometimes you have to. It's okay to express how you feel, and expect your woman to to follow you. And a lot of it's like, yo, if you say something, it's like, oh, why you arguing with me? Are you why you arguing? It's not about that. It's just about, men are simple. This is one thing women gotta understand. They're really simple. Cooperation. You be respectful, and
peace.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just like peace of mind, which I think is big. You know what I'm saying? As a man, you go around the world, you got, all the shit going on you gotta deal with, and you want to come home, and then your woman is a crazy robot. I know someone dealing with that right now, and I feel bad for them. But at the same time, it's none of my business. I judge it from far. I give him advice. You gotta figure it out.
You gotta figure it out.
But women, it's really simple. What we ask for is cooperation, You be submissive and fit and friendly.
Be as
Easy.
pretty as you possibly
Yeah.
can.
Feminist.
One of the things I love about a woman is that when she manicures herself.
Oh,
I'm not talking about this stuff that we
No,
see
not
right now.
all
That's
of
not manicuring. That ain't manicuring. That's making that stuff look crazy as hell.
yeah.
You know, it makes you look crazy. I'm talking about like, and I'm not even gonna lie. I love like different soaps myself. I'm one of them dudes that I got all these different black soap and I got all different stuff. So, like the woman I'm with right now, I was just happy to see her dresser was way more better than mine was. Like the things that she have to make her skin look good. Like even when it comes down to makeup, the way that she knows how to put makeup on. She knows how to fix her hair. Sometimes she needs to get to the point where she like, man, I'm about to get these braids because my hair is too thick. My hair is too long. So she'll get braids and stuff in her hair, but she don't keep that stuff in. She has a different look all the time. But it's just because it's like, I understand shit, especially when it come down to the hair. You like, my whole thing was that I was just glad when I seen that she knows how to do her own hair.
Yeah.
I was like, it was baffling to me to see women that didn't know how to do their own hair. I was like,
it's a lot of them don't.
yeah, or even their children's hair. I'm like, every girl that, oh man, I got a female cousin right now. I got two of them. One of the things they learned at a very young age was how to do their own hair.
Yeah.
All the females that's my age, they knew how to do their own hair. They like doing nails. They like, and it was like the way, even when you see them, I'm like, man, I just love a woman to be as close as possible to her natural self. Now, I do understand where she has to do enhancements because that's just a woman thing. That's what it is. I love that. That's the beauty of her. But when you put yourself in a realm where you got these men trying to be you, the only way they can be you is if you out there ain't being you. They look like a caricature of you trying to be a character. Now y'all looking like each other. But if you in your natural state,
Yeah, we
how
talked
you gonna
about
get it?
that too. Because I'm like,
Yeah,
I know
some
what
of
you're
the things
saying.
is kind of looking a little crazy. I'm like, y'all, come on
Yeah.
now.
You want to knock them out the game? Just start looking like yourself. That's all you gotta do.
That's true,
Right.
bro.
You knock them right out the
A
game.
lot of women
And I
are
wanna-
not in touch with their femininity.
Yes,
you
that's
know,
the
and
problem.
this is where
Yes,
No,
they
they're not.
just too masculine. Yes,
But you know what? It's like, and you know, go back when I said earlier, man, like a lot of dudes is fucking soft out here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And y'all know y'all see me, man. Like, and a lot of people think, you know, they call me all type of, what's the shit? Misogynist? Yeah, all this other bullshit. But no, but I've been
They
plenty
be
of times,
attacking
like,
Jeff too. Don't worry,
like-
they be in his DMs. I have cousins that be mad at him. Like, why y'all?
that shit
I'm like,
crazy.
you
But
telling
they
the
truth
truth.
hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. It hurts.
They'll tell me because how can you say when you're married and you got daughters? Look, I'm a man, so I'm always
That
fucking
has
put
nothing
out
to do
man
with
fucking
it. You know?
issues out
They
there.
don't want us
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. And then,
Yes.
Take
but
it personal because sometimes he'll say stuff and I'm like, why? He didn't talk about you though.
Yeah,
It wasn't
bro.
about you. It's just
Yo,
it's a
I'll tell you.
topic.
I remember.
it's crazy. But I do say this though, but it is, you know, a lot of times why women act how they act because it's the fucking man's fault because you just said like dudes don't have any standards. Well, they have standards and shit like that, but they don't
Speak up about
they don't put it out there. Yeah, they don't put it out there. That's
don't
because
speak
a lot
about
of dudes don't demand it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes are fucking allowing the bad behavior from the women.
Or
So when women meet with a real dude, when them dude tell them no, that's when it become a problem because they never had a dude to tell them about themselves. They never had a dude tell them no. You know what I'm saying? These dudes out here fucking doing all type of crazy shit when they meet a girl, sugar dates and fucking exclusive trips and all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Buying them crazy.
Hey, I'm not.
They're
I'm
like,
gonna
no,
tell you
they
something.
don't have to earn it no more.
I'm
You
not
know?
really against the sugar dating. I told you. One of the things is when guys like the wife done died, they still on this earth. They out here. They say I
That's
need
different.
to get right. That sugar date. Now the way that they're doing it now
Yeah,
is
but
crazy.
niggas-
It's,
talking
you know,
about,
it's
I
like.
think
But,
he's talking
hey,
about
let
like,
them dudes do them, man. Let the old
the
cats
young
do them.
We're gonna meet at a bar first. You know,
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
young
money
dudes
on
calling
the
themselves a
girls,
sugar daddy. You like, boy, you
Crazy.
what? Get out of here with that.
fucking spending $200 or $300 on dinner and shit. Like, no, it's me at the bar, motherfucker, or Applebee's.
Coffee date.
You know, like,
Hey, keep it simple,
yeah,
man.
I don't
I
give
tell
a
people, yo,
like,
if you vetting somebody, you start the dating process. You don't have to go to a expensive restaurant and spending hundreds of dollars because I'm still. It's like an interview. I'm not
It
gonna.
really is.
As a man, this one thing I tell women: if you're not attracted to this man sexually,
Don't waste his time.
don't waste his money, don't waste his time. If you ask you out,
Y'all keep on. I can hear y'all. I'm about
do your
to
thing.
move for a minute.
Yeah. So you got to be attracted to that person for you to go into it because he's investing his money in getting to know you and see if you're the right candidate or whatever. So if you're not attracted, you're not gonna have sex with this man.
Yeah.
Don't even waste his time because a man when he approaches you, the first thing we'll be thinking is sexual because men are visual. So we always
Physical
thinking,
attraction is always there.
that's what it is. Physical attraction. We think, okay, I want to smash, but I'm not gonna go ahead and tell you I want to smash. I'm gonna do it the proper way. I'm gonna ask you out. You know what I'm saying? If you're not attracted, if you don't see yourself having sex with this man, you're gonna waste his time and go on a date and he's spending his money, and then boom, you're just gonna go in front.
Yeah.
but that's not gonna stop, bro, because like a female will. They the ultimate finessers, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why I
Like,
said
they might not like you or not want to. They might not want to fuck you, but look, shit, I'm gonna get a free meal.
Yeah, they'll do anything, and I'm seeing that. I'm like,
free movie. You know what I'm saying? Fuck
spend
it.
$15.
This nigga,
you
right?
know,
This nigga can look.
Cheap
Hey,
dates.
a coffee
This-
date.
hey, this nigga can look cute for an hour. I don't give a fuck. Like,
Right in their head.
So fuck it. Like, but dudes that we not even gonna even waste our time on girl we not attracted to and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's like real fucked up, man. Like and that's why a lot of times like I kind of lose faith with our generation because let me ask y'all this, right? You think like when it comes to like not even marriage. No, yeah, we could say marriage. No. You think the family is declining in our generation? Like, I mean decline, I mean single parent homes.
Well, now I just read statistically, it has gone up in the last. It hasn't been up. The thing they said it's been rising up to about 80% since, and that's been almost. They said since 30 years. That's a long time, but I felt like before I even read that like especially like how do I put it? Like I feel like people in our age group, I am seeing a lot of like marriages, but then I'm kind of seeing like a different side to the like maybe people were a little bit younger than us, and it's like there's a group of them that want marriage. They want to like work it out. They're doing it. Then you have another group. It's like split. Then the other side is kind of like you've seen a lot of single parents because I know quite a few. They're just single. They're out here. They have different baby fathers, and they're like they're angry and they're bitter like about it. And I say this to say that like I feel like women need to start setting goals for themselves and say, if I did this once and I'm seeing that it's not working out, have common sense enough to say, look, I'm gonna stand for this guy that I'll meet. And I spoke about this too, like set standards too. And I feel like women now are picking the wrong standards. They're not really choosing like the correct standards to have getting into these relationships. The things that they're like more like focused on. I personally think it's not like those things are nice, but they're not the main priorities that they should be really focused on. So it's kind of like then they're getting distracted now and end up back in the same situation that they started off. And it's like, when is that stop? Kids or you end up like starting off with that with the first child, when you bring another one in, that's a whole another thing. Those kids are gonna go through traumatic situations, confusion. You're
Yeah.
putting them through stuff too, and
Yeah.
then they grow up in a home where it's bitterness because it's they're a mom, so bitter, different men, and there, what do you teach those kids? And this is why I feel like that those kids, when it's time for them to get out and probably start dating, they're not gonna really know how to date. They're really not. They're not gonna probably
No.
know how what to expect because of what they saw and what they were taught to. It's kind of like you know do
Yeah.
better now. I feel like, yeah. But I feel, just to answer you, I feel like it's 50-50,
Yeah. I think what we need to start doing too, like when our generation, we need to stop being like so damn selfish because we don't understand like how bad we hurting our kids when we go to situations where we get in these relationships, we have these kids, and we like when we give up so quick. Like earlier, you guys talked about how y'all was at a point where y'all wanted to give up, but y'all kept pushing with the therapy, find any way possible like to fix it. And I tell people too, like, hey, if cheating is not involved, anything will be worked out. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
exactly.
But we're not we could be so selfish because we could get so caught up in our own happiness and not even thinking about what's best for not just for us but for these kids.
So,
You know what I'm
Kids,
saying?
yep.
yeah,
Best thing for the kids is have a two-parent household. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, like the best thing ever is that my wife homeschool my daughter. You know what I'm saying? And she don't have to work or anything, you know what I'm saying? But she can't do that if we know we didn't work things out because there's been plenty of times when
you
shit
had
was
said that.
I tell people also like one thing about marriage, when it's good, it's fucking good.
Oh yeah, it is. It's like heaven. You like,
Fucking bad.
yeah,
Oh man, that shit is bad. You say fuck
right.
everything. Nigga, like, you know
Kind
what
of
I'm
like
saying?
what James said earlier too. Like it just feels like you get spoiled in it. You do. You can't get spoiled in it.
Yeah.
And there's sometimes I ain't gonna lie. As a woman, yeah, it's like whatever. But he take the trash out. It'd be like little things, and he'd be doing little stuff, and I'd be like, cleaning and shit, and I'd be like, "Oh, thank you, Jesus!" Like, and look, even my
Hey,
laundry,
that's what we have.
I'd be
That's
like,
what we have to.
"Yes,
Yeah,
I
That's
don't
what we
gotta
have to do.
yeah.
Yeah,
Look, man, it's one of the things that we have to do as men. And when you have a good woman, that's the thing. When you have a certain protocol that's within your union, a lot of times the man does do that. He like, I see how hard she
he'll
works.
just
Yeah.
do it.
I see what it is. I'm just going. It's like that ain't my job. See, I'm not a proponent on that at all. It ain't my job. That's your job or whatever. It's just that's just when if we agreed on this is the things that I'm gonna be doing and these are the things that you're gonna be doing because all of it is about responsibility,
Exactly.
and the responsibility is a part of your maintenance in your relationship. It's not about who got the hierarchy and who don't and all these different things. All it has, all it's supposed to entail is that we're working together in this thing called life.
Exactly.
And because now this is the craziest part, this is the kicker. The reason why you guys should be doing what you're doing for each other is for your children and the children that's not here yet.
Yeah.
If somebody want to talk about
So
love, what we
again,
talk, I
Yeah.
say this all the time.
Yeah.
If you want to talk about unconditional love, is to do something for someone that's not here yet. It's to build something for them. It's build a platform, a foundation, a base for them to be able to just only thing they doing is taking what they learned from that. It's kind of like, eat the meat, spit out the bones, and then they get a chance to manifest what they got going on in their life, and it goes on and on and on. One of the things that people don't understand is that you will die.
Yeah. That's true.
That
All them,
that right
James.
there should scare people enough to say,
Yes.
I don't want the next generation to have to deal with the struggles that I dealt with. I just want to make it a little bit better. I don't even know who I'm doing it for. All I want to do is do it. Union. You have to do it together.
Yep.
And so when you look at like what you were saying about like single homes and all these are all just paradigms, man. This is something where one of the things I learned, and like I said, Zoe Williams is my boy. Shout out to Zoe Williams, but he put me on to J. Krishnamurti.
Mhm.
And Jay, I don't know if you know anything about him. He's a philosopher. He died in '86, but man, he has he just puts the world. He puts all the things that we go through in the world in just simplicity. And one of the things that he talks about, if you ever get a chance, I'll put it in a link or whatever. But if you ever go to some of his stuff, he talks about everything in life. One of the things he talks about is death in life. And what he talks about is that it's not an end to any of it.
Hmm.
It's all simultaneous.
Yeah.
It's life and death. So we already know that we're going to leave at some point. We don't know when.
Right.
So what we should do is simply be the best version of who the heck we are right now. And if you're going to go get married, you should be the best husband or wife that you can possibly be with all your flaws and everything. Because think about this. It doesn't matter what somebody got. You can get a dude that was in prison, a woman that still want to be with that guy. You can get a woman that got 4, 5, 10 children. That man still want to be with her. Why? Because it's innate in us. It's a human thing. But we don't understand. We don't have the tools to be able to deal with our circumstances and situations. So what we have to do is find who we are. That's the best thing to do. Find out who you are. You get into a situation, a circumstance, you find out how strong you are in that situation and circumstance. You come with a look as, my whole thing is this. When you can sit back and you can't erase everything that's happened to you. But what you can do is build a clean slate and then find you another base to work from. Say, well, shit, I used to be on drugs. I used to be an alcoholic. I changed my life. But you don't have to tell nobody you changed your life.
Yeah.
You just change your life.
Yeah, change.
And you figure out how to change it in every aspect. So when you with that other person, they will understand you because it's innate in them to search for understanding. They may not understand you right off the rip, but guess what? If they just search for it, if they have the knack to just say, I'm gonna try to understand this person. I'm gonna look for the deep understanding that I need to be with that person.
You gotta have an open mind.
But you can't have an open mind when a person that don't like you, that don't consider themselves to love you or anything. If that person showing you that they cares nothing about you, then you may have to move on. That's my biggest thing. You have to be able to make a decision. But if somebody genuinely, they're engaged, when they genuinely love to be around you, they like you, but they just like your antics, and they're being honest with you. I love being with you, but you got to stop doing A, B, and C.
Yeah.
If you really want to be with that person, you're going to stop doing that shit because you know it's not conducive to the relationship you have with that person.
Right.
A lot of people they're not understanding that because we got so much stuff that's coming at us. And the younger you are, the more you got coming at you. So when you're talking about, we talked about this whole thing where it was just a point where it was just the context was, should a man actually try to have a relationship with a single mom? And initially, I was just like, that's not a good ideal. You know what I'm saying? It's not a good idea for that man. However, it goes back to something that you said, Jeff, earlier. Man, you got to be serious about what you talking about, bro.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what anybody else. You got to be serious about that. If you're serious about that, and the only way you're gonna be serious about it because it's bouncing off of you, how serious she is. The things that y'all got going on, it's like, whoa, man, I really like being with this person. And now you can't sleep. You know, all those things that you
butterflies
have.
in the stomach.
Yeah, you got butterflies.
Yeah.
That don't have to end.
It doesn't.
You just gotta find a way to get back to it every time. You find a way because it gets to a point, like I said, my parents, 53 years marriage. one of the things I do understand with them too, when they apart from each other for too long, and we talk about in the course of days. I mean, in the course of hours, not days. Because my mama ain't trying to leave my daddy like that. She was like, all right, I'm gonna go over here. She'd come over to my house. She'd come over to my brother's house. You know, she over there. My father be like, where you at? He would not eat until she come to that house.
Yeah, that's real love right there.
He would not eat. She like, I gotta go make sure your daddy gotta eat. And you hear how she talk, and you just be like, you trying to act like you tired of that man. It's like they love each other.
Yeah.
And I've learned so much, not from what I saw, not just from what I saw, but the stories that they told me. When the stories they told me when my mother told me, she was like, no, she was telling me the requirements she had for him. But once after he got her and she was his wife, now he got his requirements for her. I don't want you out there cutting that grass. I don't want you going over there asking no money for nobody in your family. If we ain't got it, we ain't got it. But I'm always make sure we got it, because guess what? I got to keep a pocket full of money.
Right.
hey, I know y'all. I know. You know what I'm saying? We can't keep y'all for too long, but I did want to just say this to everybody who's watching, that I know I talk a lot of shit, but the reason why I say what I say, because as men and women, bro, we need to just stick together. I'm so sick and tired of this competition that we on. Who's better, who this and that, bro. That shit don't even fucking matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are human beings, bro. We supposed to fucking love each other, respect each other, man. You know what I'm saying? And that should be just a natural thing, we need to do better.
It's natural. We just got to tap back into it.
Got to tap back into it. You know what I'm saying? And
life is about people, man. Yeah. In relation.
It is, man. People haven't lost that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We just don't have no respect for each other. There ain't no black or white thing.
It's
or nothing.
not.
We just don't have no respect for each other no more.
But it takes conversations that we having right now, you guys' podcast, our podcast, to get people to be more interested back into it, because there's been a lot of things that has shunned togetherness, specifically marriage.
Yeah.
And, especially we got people being born every day, and they end up being teenagers, and then they end up being adults. And they don't know too much of anything when it comes down to that. They only know what they see in front of them.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we have to do is just keep on doing what we're doing. Especially, that's dope, man, that y'all doing a podcast together.
Yeah.
Y'all married. It's not easy for people to do that. Even and this is the craziest thing. It doesn't matter, because everybody's union just is not ideal.
Of course.
I love to see people. I would love to see people that would get on and they sit back and say, look, these are the things we working out. And they talk about their issues and things like that. But it's not a lot of people that's going to do it, because they think I'm airing my dirty laundry. And it's not true. It's like the dirty laundry is already out here. It's in the atmosphere already. We gotta start getting back together. Everybody got to start actually being able to say, man, yep, he talking man stuff. She's talking woman stuff. Not all this other stuff. Everything is so intertwined right now where you like, is it? And it looks like it's crazy, because especially I was born in the 70s. Yeah. So I'm seeing, and the older I get, the more I'm seeing how the world changed. And sometimes it changed right back to what I saw in the 80s, And then I'm like, whoa! And now it's changed to a point that I'm like, I've never.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen this.
I ain't never seen this.
It's true. I just
used to make jokes about, Yeah, it was comedians used to make jokes about stuff that's happening right now. It used to be a joke. Now it's
everybody's so sensitive, and it kind of really just annoys me, because I'm like, what happened to people taking jokes? Like, you used to be able to joke on anybody without anybody taking it so to heart. And I'm like, calm down. A joke is a joke. What happened to humor? We're supposed to just laugh about stuff, Like,
people would have been really mad. I'm gonna tell you right now, the way that the comment is right now, if there was a young Eddie Murphy, he would have been canceled already.
Yeah.
There was no way.
Richard Pryor,
Bernie Mac,
Richard Pryor would have been canceled as soon as he would have said some others. Yeah, it was. Red Fox, all of those guys would have been. But this was the craziest thing, especially with Red Fox. Red Fox was a comedian during the time of segregation and Jim Crow and all these things, and he did not care.
No,
He was a
no
motherfucker.
filter.
He didn't care, and he was very in tune.
Yeah.
His best friend, one of his best friends, was Malcolm X. When he was Malcolm Little, so when you see that, actually, that like the guy, I don't know if y'all ever seen the Malcolm X movie.
Yeah, I
With
was.
Denzel?
And they had the guy Red.
Yeah.
I mean, he was Red, but
red,
the guy Shorty.
Shorty.
The guy Shorty was it was a mixture of his friends. It was like you had Red Fox and you had a couple of other guys. They mixed that person into who Shorty was. So Shorty was all of these guys. That was why, like, when you seen with Red Fox and that was the reason why Malcolm X's name used to be Red. Detroit Red. Yeah. That was his name. Detroit Red. Yeah. Because you had Red Fox already, and then you had Detroit Red. So when you seen that, these guys were just powerful because they didn't have a fear. They didn't have a big fear. All of they was like, look, I'm gonna die anyway. Yeah. So if I'm dying, I'm gonna die doing something that I care about, something that's gonna make a difference. And that's what it was. Yeah.
So hey, man, I feel like we gotta definitely do another show. We gotta get on y'all's show.
I thank you guys for having us,
Yeah, for sure. So I want y'all to plug your businesses. Starting with your podcast. How long y'all been doing the podcast?
How long have we been doing the podcast? He was asking.
No, he said plug it in.
Oh, the plugging in. Okay, so our podcast is Gemini Talk Podcast. You can go to Instagram. You can find us. And we also have it up here. You want me to spell it out? It's GEMINI TALKPODCAST. And then then you can find my personal page. It's Kharisa, KHARISAMONHAE. And my other business page is Popflux, which is POSHXXE.
Which she got amazing products, fellas. Valentine is coming. I bought some for my wife a while back. Need to get some.
I'm definitely. I got to put.
Yeah, you got lip gloss, all type of shit, man. Natural shit.
I think she's still in here. Hey, baby, I know she got it already. She in here. Did you get it? She probably did. She probably either because she watching the show right now. So we definitely gonna get you guys some business, man, and then we're gonna put your stuff on our links also.
Jeff, you do credit.
Yeah, you gotta get. That's why I'm like, come on, man.
Oh man, you got to put that in there, bro.
Yeah, we gotta do a show just credit alone one day.
That's how men gotta build themselves. So many men listen. They got a 420. They out here trying to get trying to buy a doggone house. Come on, man.
I do credit repair. My credit repair page on Instagram. It's Baptist Enterprise. It's pretty simple. It's Baptist, BAPTISTE, and Enterprise. You should be able to find me on Instagram. And my website is baptistenterprise.com.
Yeah.
So we do credit repair. We're helping people get their credit right. Just if you have any questions about credit, just shoot me a DM and then we'll take it from there. And my personal page is Jeff_the Don.
Okay.
Underscore the Don.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
How often? Yeah, because man, this was a good show. Like, how often y'all in Michigan? We got to do another show. We might do this multiple shows together.
No, I actually want to plan a trip out there soon to see my grandparents as well. So when I do, I'm gonna definitely leave with you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get on y'all's show.
Yeah, of course.
We gotta schedule it.
How y'all like our show? Like, we starting out like you hate it, love it.
No, I like this. And I like the whole video thing. It's kind of new because I've been telling him, for a while too. I would love to probably do that. A little more visual.
Yeah. Let me know if you guys need any help We here.
Yeah, he asked me
Reach out to us.
He asked me some stuff yesterday. He want to know, and I told him I'd talk to you.
Absolutely.
About it.
Yeah. We
Absolutely.
definitely on top offline. But nah, I do like the show. I like what I like about you guys' show. I like watching shows that I don't always agree with things that the host or the person is talking about. So there are certain things that I didn't agree with what you guys talk about, but also you watch and you learn. You can learn from somebody you disagree with,
Exactly.
which is fine. Me and Robert, we had a whole hour conversation. We was talking, right? But we didn't agree on everything, but it was dope conversation. So
Absolutely. Oh,
uh,
brother, we get really deep into a lot of because I got a lot of things that I like to ask. I like to get people's their thoughts. I'm one of the ones that I like to poke at your sensibilities sometimes. It's at a point where we have to get each other to think.
Yeah, we got.
You know what I'm saying? It's not. I don't like to argue for the sake of arguing. I love to have because I get to learn something.
yeah.
And
That's the only thing. That's how you create change.
Yep.
me and Rob, we go. We I'll be like, damn, some of the stuff that we be talking about, I'll be like, damn, we should have did this on the show.
Right.
Yeah. We poke at each other's thoughts and things like that. And at the same time, this is, like I said, this is a fairly new podcast. So we just learn in the same way, man. We out here trying to make our stuff bigger and better. I'm not in the interest of trying to be famous or nothing like that. I want to get a message out. I want to make this a tool, so and that's one of the things that we're doing. And that's how me and him actually we got to be where we at right now, because so many people, and he said the same thing, which is so many people was like, yeah, I want to do this, I want to do that, but they wasn't taking out the time to do it. It takes a lot of time to do the things that we're doing. And it doesn't, and we both got 9 to 5. Shit, I got 9 to 5.
Yeah.
12 to 8.
I work
bunch
24 hours, so I feel you.
Yeah. So, but we love doing this right here. So we take out the time to make sure that we can, at least get it to a point where we can get some type of message out.
No, you're doing it for a bigger purpose. It's dope.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And also, and I have no problem telling people this. I used to be talked about as a kid, so it's really fuck your feelings. When you come on the show. So, what I'm saying, we speak facts. What I'm saying, we're gonna keep it real, but we're gonna have intelligent conversation. Exactly. And that's the only way you're gonna create change.
I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love it, man.
But yeah, man. Yeah. Thank y'all. Love y'all.
Yeah,
what
love y'all.
doing.
Thank you.
I hope we inspire people. Hey, if you got an idea or anything, look, you ain't got to be perfect. Me and James, our show ain't perfect. I'm just now getting comfortable on the mic.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? This is our 7th show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They doing stuff. Take the fucking action, man.
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking excuse. We could fucking point fingers at whose fault it is. You know what I'm saying? Who got the advantage? Who got the disadvantage?
Like Nike said, just
do it. Do it.
Just do it.
Just do it. There you go. Man. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The Geminis.
Hold on, I got to. We got to give them
get the hand blow.
Yeah. Standing ovation,
man.
Thank you guys, yo. We gotta do this again.
Standing ovation.
Yeah,
we're gonna definitely do this again for sure. And
we'll
do y'all show next, and we do back and forth. Let's keep doing. Let's keep this going.
Yeah, we don't mind.
Facts. Definitely.
Absolutely.
But all right, y'all enjoy that New York streets. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hey man, let me ask you before you go. Let me what's going on in New York? What part of New York y'all
Okay,
at?
so we're in Jersey.
Yeah,
we left New York. We want to be about
okay, y'all in Jersey.
Yeah,
Okay.
New York, but it's like our backyard.
Yeah,
right.
Super expensive.
Yeah, it got crazy.
Super expensive.
Wow. Yeah, I got a cousin that's there, and I'm still waiting on. She's a lawyer there, so I'm waiting on her. She came to Detroit, and she says it's too slow here, man. So I got to call her and see if she getting ready to come on back.
Brought him the first time, he was like, "Yeah, it was new for him." I was like, "It's a little slow pace, but it's nice." But New York. It's fast.
Different world, yo.
It is.
Different world.
Yeah.
It is. It's a different world. You see a lot of crazy shit. You see a lot of crazy.
Y'all from Jamaica, right?
No, my family's from Jamaica. originally. Jeff is from Haiti, so
yeah, my family from Haiti. Yeah, I'm Haitian.
Wow, you know what?
Yeah,
I was thinking that because I don't know if you remember, we used to work at this at Home Depot. It was a girl. You look like you could be in her family,
What?
and she's from Jamaica.
Oh
well,
wow.
She's from
me,
Jamaica.
oh me,
Yeah,
oh really,
yeah,
oh.
yeah.
Right,
Absolutely.
right, right.
She and you guys y'all favor each other a
Man.
lot. So yeah.
Man, you from Haiti, man? Haiti, man.
Oh man,
them
yes,
niggas don't
sir.
play, man.
What you talking
No,
about? I
he
don't know what you're talking about.
No, you know,
I hate the niggas that
crazy.
piss her off, nigga. Them niggas know all type of shit.
Crazy. But the
But
food,
yeah,
you guys
thank
have to
God.
try the food. Oh my god, the food is amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you.
yeah.
Food is amazing.
Absolutely.
Bro, I had some curry goat one
Oh,
night,
no,
man. That shit
well,
was the
well,
best.
he don't eat curry, so I don't cook curry here because he don't like it. It's so, but it's like whatever.
Yeah.
I eat curry.
I'll be
He
out
don't
if
like
you
it,
do
but
curry.
I respect it. But when I go to see my grandparents, they'll cook like curry chicken, curry goat. You know, well, I like curry. I don't know. I told them we got the best. I don't care. Nobody said Jamaica got the best curry.
You
Yeah,
know?
our curry is
For
really,
sure.
really good.
You like oxtails, bro?
And I
Yeah, I
cook
mess
the-
with the
Oh
oxtail.
yeah, I cook the oxtail.
Now the oxtail.
Yeah,
Oxtails,
yeah.
rice and peas with plantains. We
Right,
over
right.
here.
Plantains, that's the fried bananas, right?
Well, yeah. So technically, it's in a banana family, but plantains, yeah, you can either eat them green, which is pretty good. They have green plantains that like
Yeah.
Spanish people call it tostones, but we flatten them too. So pretty much it's like even though we're from two different places, like our family background, we kind of all eat similar stuff. It's just prepared,
stuff,
in its own way. But yeah, we eat
Right,
them all.
right.
Sweet plantains, green plantains.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah,
you
but
know,
their food is really good
if you
though.
guys ever
Haitian
come
food is
on
good.
this side, because I don't know if they got Haitian food
I don't-
out Detroit or
I don't think they have no
Michigan.
Haitian spots.
Hell no.
No, yeah, they do.
They do?
They do?
I ain't never seen
Wait, all the years
Listen.
I lived there, I didn't know that. What?
You have to go downtown. Downtown, they got two Haitian restaurants. I
So
can't
you got
remember the
some
name of
cousins
them.
over there, Jeff. You better
Yeah,
go
you
check
right.
it out.
Man, I'm telling you.
I
Yeah,
got some
yeah.
cousins there, right?
Haitian food.
Detroit has changed. It has changed
Wow.
so much. You got so many places over there where Haitian food. They even got an African restaurant that's downtown now.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
heard that.
they get out there. Oh,
Yeah.
we got like the Jamaican places over here. It's
Y'all
just
do-
crazy though.
But one thing, see for me, like when I was there, like a lot of the Jamaican spot, because you know what it is. I feel like because I know how the food is supposed to actually taste. Some of like the food spots, like even the ones that I see here too, they're not cooking like I think they should.
Right.
And I've been like, what are you cooking for? Because I'm like, all the people who want to try your food, they want the real shit. Like, who are you cooking for?
Right.
Absolutely.
Right.
Chicken is supposed to have a little kick to it. It's not supposed to be.
Yes.
I'm like, what are we doing? You know?
Yes. Like everything I make jerk is gonna have a
Thank
kick
you.
to
It's
it. That
supposed
bug
to
is
like,
gonna
you
be
know,
banging.
it's not overly
Yep.
spicy because you don't want too spicy, but you know, it's supposed to have a little, you know.
Right.
Absolutely. But a friend of mine's, that was funny because a friend of mine's, he was kind of like saying what you were saying. I said, you know what? You guys is the way that you guys talk about your food is the same way that Italians are.
Yeah.
They be like, that's not
how it's
Italian
I
food.
heard that.
That's not
heard
spaghettis
that.
and meatballs. That's not the real lasagna.
Exactly.
They will get, they be like, nah, that's not it. So I understand, but that's the pride that you guys have.
Yeah, because
You
it's
know, and
supposed
that's
to
a
be
great
like, you know,
That's it.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, but with our ass, we'll be fine with a fucking Chinese person making a soul food
Doing
restaurant.
Yo, they be
Yeah,
doing it
ain't-
all
ain't
times.
that
They
some
be
shit?
doing it too. I be seeing so much stuff, and I be like, I'm like, how y'all get in this industry?
Yeah.
Right.
Where the fuck this? Where y'all? How do you,
Yeah,
where you do this at?
Chinese people, I've
Right.
seen it all. They be having Mexican food spots. Now I be going in there. I remember I
I've
was
seen
in this city for work. I walked into the Mexican spot, the Spanish joint, and I'm like, wait a minute, it's Chinese people cooking Spanish food. What?
And that's why I fuck with Chinese
Right.
people. Shit, they don't give a
They
fuck.
don't care. Like,
They don't give a
Right.
fuck. We about this bread. Fuck y'all.
yeah, man.
How they fry the chicken.
And they
We
fry
know
the
black people love how they
chicken.
fry the
But I ain't
chicken.
gonna lie, Chinese fried chicken with some fried rice. Oh Jesus, it do.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
It is
They be
good,
doing their
I'm not
motherfucking
gonna lie.
research. All these motherfuckers like calories. Shit.
Oh, good.
But yeah, but see, this is how cool they are. We fucking supposed to leave them alone 10 minutes ago. But yeah, hey,
Hey man, it was a
good.
pleasure. It was
Yeah, it was
definitely a
a
pleasure. I'm glad
pleasure.
that I got a
You're
chance
right.
to meet you.
Good
guys. We
vibes,
definitely
good
got to do this
vibes.
again.
We gotta do this again.
Absolutely.
For sure. But yeah, thank y'all.
All right, we have y'all stuff. We're gonna have y'all stuff on this show right here.
Yeah,
In our description, we're gonna have all y'all stuff that's on there.
We'll put it in
I'm
after
gonna
we
send you.
get done.
I'm gonna text you the links.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
text me
what I do
everything.
because I missed one link, but I'll text it.
Just text it to me because we're gonna stay probably another 30 minutes, talk about some other stuff.
Close
But
them out.
yeah.
All right, man.
All right, folks, y'all have a nice
Right,
one.
you too.
And it was a pleasure to meeting y'all. All right, y'all. Gemini talk, y'all. Absolutely. That was cool.
That was cool as fuck, man.
That was cool.
Cool ass people, man. We went, like I said, I went to high school with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm class of my one thing about high school, it seemed like everybody's fully connected still.
Absolutely.
We got a lot of comments.
Big shout out. Yeah, I seen my man Paris, man. Look here. If you want, that's why I already put the link in there. Paris, come on in here, man. Come on in. That's my girl Nidra. She said, baby, we going to get us some of her Jamaican food. We going to Jersey.
Yeah.
Word. We already getting ready to do a travel thing anyway, man.
Yeah. So,
that's what's up. Paris said I traveled to Italy. What do you say? To Italy. Spaghetti is prepared from scratch on Anthony level. On another level.
Yeah.
I said Anthony level. My bad, bro. Or is it your bad? But we definitely had a good time, man. That was just dope to have those two in there.
Hell yeah, man. Good people, man. We're gonna get on that podcast for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But so we told y'all earlier, we've been struggling to get on we've been struggling to do a show for the last few weeks. So we're gonna catch up on some few things, talking about some current events, you know what I'm saying? You wanna do that real quick?
Do you want to start from what's his name? We can show the little shit and then we can talk about it.
What you want to do? Kanye first?
Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye.
So this happened earlier today. So I guess, Kanye, he posted a video on Instagram. And I guess, he been having some issues, with his his child, Kim Kardashian. And he said that, today is his daughter's birthday, Chicago, her 4th birthday. And he said that, nobody didn't invite him to the party. Nobody won't text him the address, and, he's making it an issue. I think James gonna pull it up, but yeah, man, this has been an issue, and this is something I wanted to talk about because even though I'm married and I got kids, I understand a lot of dudes in my situation is not as blessed as me when it comes to being a parent to their child, and fuck it, I gotta, I don't want to. First off, I know there's a lot of good mothers out there. There's a lot of good fathers out there, but I mean, there's a lot of mothers out here, using these kids to punish the father, and it's very it's very sickening, man, and it's really sad that society and people in general don't really care, because they are always gonna root for the mother first. It's always gonna look as the father's fault, and and Kanye, he wanted him, Kanye, he don't hold nothing back, and it's been an issue with him, apparently another video came out today. I mean, like a couple hours later, him at the party. Now, to me, I think once he started exposing everything, I think Kim, saying probably didn't want no backlash or want to be put out that way. So I think eventually they told him where to go, like where to go and everything. So he was at his daughter party, but
Yeah, that's what I was. Oh, there we go. All right, so hold on.
So
We almost in it. We
almost
almost in this thing. All right.
while we waiting on that, man, how you in 2022 so far, bro?
Pretty much the same way I like 2021 and 2020. Uh, it is what it is, man. Life is exactly what it's supposed to be. It's a box of chocolates. You dig? So the only thing that I could say is, man, it started out being it's really been heartbreaking. We done lost a lot of
legends.
not just legends, just family members, man. A lot of people
people, man. Yeah, people in general, man.
It's really crazy right now.
It's crazy.
But we got to keep on living. That's just it. We just got to keep on living, and we got to keep fighting through all of the things that's happening with us. So I don't really look at what the world is all terrible. These are the things that we get tested for. That's it. We get tested for this right here, man. But go ahead.
No, go ahead.
But so what we got right here is the video that Kanye came out with, and it's just a small video off of Instagram, and then we'll talk about it from there.
Before you play, Paris said this is his fault. He got involved with the Wish family, but that's a whole nother topic. I'm
gonna speak to that, Paris, in a minute. As soon as after I finish this, and then we're gonna speak to that. All right. Oh, hold on. I forgot. I have to share this. Damn it. I did that all wrong. Let me put this over here. Nope, not that. Put this over here because ain't nobody gonna hear nothing. Or maybe they will. Hold on. I know what I did wrong. Keep this over here. All right.
So we're gonna talk about Kanye. And I don't want to talk about it's kind of old, but I want to fucking talk about it. Fresh and fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure that this shit is. There you go. So it should be.
Happy birthday. I wasn't allowed to know where her party was. There's nothing legal. They're saying that this is the kind of games that's being played. It's the kind of thing that really has affected my health for the longest. And I'm just not playing. I'm taking control of my narrative this year. I'm being the father, the best father, the gay version of a father. And I'm not finna let this happen. And we're gonna be in real time with this right here in Chicago. Happy birthday. I love you. And I'm just putting this online because I need y'all's support. I didn't call Kim, text the nannies. I got on the phone with Tristan. He said, he asked Chloe, won't nobody give me the address to my daughter's birthday party right now? That's going to imprint in her mind that I wasn't there for her. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just wishing I was supposed to be in Miami recording my album. My whole schedule is all based around me being able to take my kids to school, me being there for them, making sure that I'm in their life. That's the whole point of having money. They take so many fathers just throughout America. They've been taking the fathers out the homes purposely. So I'm speaking up. I'm using my voice to say, this ain't gonna keep happening. This narrative is not gonna happen. There's a lot of people that's not in a position where they ain't got no voice when people be playing games like this. Baby mamas be playing games. The grandmama be playing games like this. And it's like, as y'all know, they ain't finna play like that with me. So this I was supposed to be in Miami.
All right, so that's it. All right, so
I want to hear your thoughts first. Because I know.
All right, man. All right, let me go.
I know you were coming with the shits.
So, one of the things to speak to what Paris was saying that, so he said it's Let me read this right here. No, you got to read it, bro, because I can't see it from back here.
Well, he was talking about
It's
it's
right
his
here.
fault. He got involved with the witch family.
Gotta,
Oh, my bad. What I do? What?
no, go ahead. I couldn't hear you.
My bad, y'all. No, but our boy Paris said no, it's his fault that he got involved with the witch family. But that's a whole other topic.
It is, but let me tell you, a lot of things that we do, it shows us the decisions we make.
Yeah.
This is what they call karma. It's action. It's not revenge. It's not, all the things that everybody want to say it is. It is the action. So what he has to deal with now is the caveat to pretty much his actions. He got with a woman that the probability of this happening to him was very high.
Yeah.
Okay. So I can't still say that it's his fault. But it's what he did. Well, I can't say that it's everything is. I mean, to put on accountability on that, yeah, in a stance of, taking accountability. However, that still doesn't mean that she could try to take his children from him or play games. She ain't really. I don't think she's taking children or none of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But this is where it's like it's real sticky because for one, we talking about a man that's filthy rich, right? And his problems is not the average man's problem. However, it is a man's problem.
Yeah.
And when you sit back and start using children as a pawn, especially when we talk about just a birthday party, there should never be a reason why you not gonna tell this man where his daughter's birthday party is. It's just I don't know, man. It's an evil thing when you look at it, and I don't have any remorse for any woman that does that to any man.
Like, for real.
Period.
What y'all got going on is what y'all got going on. You know what I'm saying? But don't bring the kid involved. Like I said earlier, like the only person that suffer is the kid. Kanye said, like, man, she gonna remember this day I wasn't here. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. Certain women don't think about stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They always thinking about, what they think is best. You know what I'm saying? But they don't think about how to affect the kid. You know what I'm saying? How to affect the father. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I got everything. I mean, the thing is that he has the resources to actually, stop her from being an ass. You know what I'm saying?
you do.
So that's where it goes. It's like, okay, and I don't want to look at it like, well, it happened to him. No, it's a struggle that all fathers have to talk about. One of the things is we're going to go more depth with that whole thing of using children as a pawn and things like that. But when you see this, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for a man, for one, and then a man of his stature to have people to try to. It's not even about feeling sorry for him and nothing like that. We ain't in that.
Right.
What he's doing is bringing awareness. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's bringing awareness. Millionaire, no millionaire, still a human being.
Yeah.
So he's bringing awareness that, look, I don't give a damn what we got going on. And it's just funny because of how he speaks. It's still like, take the money in it, because that's what, did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
He's like, this shit ain't gonna happen with me.
Yeah.
But they out here got me running around and doing all this stuff. And it's at a point where maybe it's going to be a lot bigger. The situation is going to be a lot bigger if she keeps messing around with this man.
Yeah.
And it's only because he has the means.
Yep.
Do the average man like that? The average man like that is either going to say, fuck you and that kid, or you're gonna have to start dealing with more dangerous consequences. You're probably better off for that man saying "fuck you" and that kid than saying, you know,
yeah.
he gonna sit here and do all this fighting and shit. And nah, fuck all that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck all that. It's not. That's not gonna be it. So for one, I hope that they can get their shit together, you know, and he can get it to a point where he just. This is my whole thing. Just take her ass to court, nigga. Put some shit on paper.
Yeah. Cause you got
Quit
the
playing with her.
resources and
If
shit.
she out there playing these
Yeah,
fucking games,
yeah.
just take her to court, dog.
Yeah. Cause you know, like
Just
you
take
said,
it to
he got the
fucking court.
resources. And,
Yeah,
you
just
know
take her
what
to
I'm saying?
fucking
Yeah.
court, dog. Don't be pussyfooting around with that.
Mm-mm.
It's good that he's bringing aware. I mean, he thinks a different way anyway,
Yeah.
and he's been telling her for the longest. I ain't that dude.
No.
He ain't sitting back and crying about it, but he's making the world aware.
Hell yeah.
What did Nidra say? I can't read that.
It's us, you know. So
She said, "I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad he used the public platform as
the public platform and spoke about something that everyday father goes through with women that have children with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
The message.
Yeah. And more men need to speak up, bro. And it's like,
yes,
you know, people. When we brought out the last topic that we wasn't able to do because the technical issues, but people had a problem with the way I word the topic, like is mother using their kids as
pawns,
as a weapon, to this fathers. And it always go back when like they look at me different because I'm married and I got children, but I feel like that shouldn't matter. I don't give a damn how many. I don't care if I am married and I got daughters. As a man, I should be able to speak up on men issues, just like how a woman can speak on women issues if she's married and she have children. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to have the right to do that because, as men, we should fucking just stick together. You know what I'm saying? I want to use my voice to spread awareness out for men who, like I said before, are not as lucky as me. You know what I'm saying? And
so that was the actual message that he had.
Yeah.
He didn't get on the platform crying about it or nothing like that. He was just saying that we have men that go through the same shit I go through. I'm just lucky enough where I can put some shit in place.
Yeah.
I got the bread to do it and I got the power to do it. I got the influence to do it. So kudos to him, man, on some real shit.
Hell yeah.
On some real shit. But hey, my cousin Wendy is here. Hey, baby.
Hey.
Oh man.
If y'all can, man, like, please.
Yeah, please like share and share the video.
Man, we had a good audience.
Hit that thumbs up, man.
That shit went up. You saw that shit?
It
went up to 40, 50.
Yeah.
They went down now, but hey.
Yep, we trying to build it. It's still we got a small YouTube, man. We trying to build this, man.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, like I said, but more men need to speak up on this issue.
He just said at least he didn't cry like
that nigga was tripping.
I love my babies. What more do you want from me? I love my babies.
Yeah, but more men need to
Hey, shout out to Tyrese though. We going to see him in February.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. We're going to see. I love my babies. We play that song.
Off, for sure. But yeah, man, more men need to speak up, man. I'm tired. Stop acting soft because I didn't have a conversation with men. They always want to come out. Well, it's not all women. What about your mom wasn't that way? Man, like, bro, y'all just missing the whole fucking point.
Yeah, if you got people, this is the funniest thing. If somebody has something that's of if they're going to talk against what you say, it has to have something to do with your points.
Yeah.
Not your circumstances. You didn't have to even have children, but you can have empathy for men that have to go through what we have to go through.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. If it wasn't a problem, one of the things that it'll never be out is in the open. It's to a head right now where you got a lot of men doing some of the most dangerous things right now because women are playing with their kids and they playing with their lives with this child support. They're using the doggone courts as a weapon. And that's the whole thing. And until this is the thing, you can't look for the courts to change none of these laws.
Hell no.
Because it's too lucrative and prosperous for that to happen.
Come from
It
us.
comes from the people.
Yeah.
It comes from us.
Yep.
And that's why when what we had earlier, that couple, man, that's the things we have to do. Have couples like them. We have to have men like ourselves, have to have other people that's in the world that actually cares about not just women, not just men, but people.
Yeah.
And if it has to be at a point that we have to put it in the context of, listen, there's a lot of these men that's getting railroaded in this damn world, and we got to put some damn attention to it.
Yeah.
Just like you have, it's a lot of women that's getting railroaded by either the system, or a lot of women being. We got to, when it's happening, put it in context.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't put everything against one another.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about the women? We ain't talking about the women right now.
Yeah.
That's not what we're talking about.
Yep.
So when people do, I like when people sit back and be like, well, you know, sometimes the way I write my titles,
Yeah.
I do it so I can
just get a reaction.
Yeah, get a reaction.
You know
So
what
then
I'm
they'll
saying?
be like, let me see what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And then they'll understand it. Then we can have a conversation and we can
Mhm.
elaborate on it. But for the most part, man, we definitely gonna have a show on it. I'm gonna put something together. We definitely gonna have a show on it because
when we talk about you, man, shit, you
Yeah.
got niggas want to get mad, nigga. We got something for your ass. 'Cause, I mean, all this, like right now, I want to say a whole bunch of shit, but I'm just gonna give y'all some light shit right now. But it's a fucking issue, bro.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? And it's fucking sad, bro.
Now watch this. About time Monday get here, the whole story is gonna change.
Mm-hmm.
TMZ gonna have it probably tomorrow night or whenever they go live. Might be Monday. And then
You
got
know
all
she
these
gonna
other
come
places.
about, give her part.
You gonna have everybody. You gonna have everybody about to do it. So one of my things is though, he do need to bring awareness to it.
They do.
No matter what his decision, he decided to have children with his wife. So I it was his wife.
And
he didn't have it with a random woman. So
hey, more men to speak up and demand. And hey, and what the shit you be saying? Niggas start demanding, but like, all right, this shit ain't gonna change, nigga. We just gonna clip our balls.
Right, that's it.
Well, not clip the whole balls,
no.
but
Cut the waterworks. Cut the waterworks off.
We're gonna get them vasectomies.
You are not worthy of my seed. You give me some act right, I cut the waterworks back.
Get them vasectomies, niggas. Fuck are you talking about? I don't get y'all niggas.
Trust me, man. And it's gonna be in the near future. You're gonna start having a huge movement. There's a lot of guys doing it right now. You're just not hearing how many guys are doing it. Yeah. They're just doing it. They're not publicizing doing it. They're just doing it. That's why so many women getting caught up too, because she be like, I got your baby and I'm pregnant. They be like, you can't, it's impossible.
I don't, especially like niggas like a nigga like Tristan Thompson, right? Nigga, you know you're gonna keep fucking bitches. Like, first off, nigga, why are you fucking these bitches raw, bro? And if you gonna do this shit, nigga, why you might as well get a vasectomy, nigga? Like, I don't understand. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like,
this is the thing. And
you keep getting caught.
So with Tristan Thomas, he makes the same mistakes that a lot of guys make when they start making millions, right? Yeah. It wasn't the fact that he couldn't get no girls in high school. He couldn't get no girl. It was nothing. That was not a fact. He was tall. That's all you have to be in high school and in junior high school. So getting girls was not a problem. But he had more access to the women because he was making millions. But what he ended up doing was falling for his own shit. They couldn't, we talked about this before. It's very few men can be finessed. Yeah. If anybody doing the finesse, it's the dudes. Why? Because we don't have a vagina. So we allow ourselves to fall into a lot of these things because of what we want. Yeah. We finesse our damn selves. We finesse ourselves. And it's like a self-finesse.
That's the only reason why I say it, bro, because I'm joking, but like, I'm tired of niggas getting finessed, bro. And then you expect people to feel bad for you and shit, you know what I'm saying? Crying about it. Then you get mad when, you would have fucking shitty ass
Yeah,
baby
but
mama.
His whole
nigga,
thing could have been just get the vasectomy, dude.
Yes, get it, bro.
You a hot commodity. You the pretty girl. That's what it is. You the pretty girl. You the one that they all flocking for.
Yeah.
Not because you look good, it's because you got that bread.
Because I guarantee Chloe ain't even tripping that this nigga cheating. She already know he gonna do what he do. But it's the fact that you fucking to a point you embarrassing her.
Man, if you ever,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
if you date, this is one of the things I say about women. If you date a basketball player with the expectations that he's not gonna cheat on you,
oh, you tripping?
you finessed yourself.
Yeah, you played yourself. Like,
you finessed yourself.
A nigga with money and fame, access to wealth, you know, got status. That nigga, what Myra said, fresh and fit. That nigga's gonna always test his options. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, and I know y'all favorite
You
word.
kinda remind me.
I know they favorite word. We're not all motherfucker. All people don't do the same shit. That's just common sense. You know what I'm saying? But if you meet a dude, he already got it.
Wait, did he get 2 girls pregnant? Or is it still just that one?
I think it's just that one. I don't know. He got caught a lot.
He got caught.
He got caught a lot, but I think this is probably his first time he got
What's
another girl
the female
pregnant.
basketball player? The one that the tall one that got married.
Okay.
What's her name?
You talking about Candace Parker?
Candace Parker, right? So when they showed her and her wife,
and she got a white woman,
and they said that they I gotta put the quotation. I put the quotations on the side.
They are expecting a child.
They expected a child. No, Candace, you not expecting a child. you But this is what's gonna be crazy. Because it just happened to one basketball player before a couple of years ago. They get into it, they break up. Now Candace Parker is gonna be on child support. Let me tell you one thing that's worse than a guy going on child support for somebody. Ooh. Is a woman that didn't even make the damn child on child support. Goof. That's goofy. That's the goofiest thing in the world, man.
Hey, you know what's even more crazy? She was a white woman.
Yeah.
She ain't get no black lash or nothing. So what that tell you, ladies? I mean, black women don't want to be with your ass. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Yeah. She ain't came up.
Ain't nobody came out on her.
Left her black husband and got her a white woman. Ain't that a bitch? Fuck.
If that woman put her ass on child support, boy, you like that's the goof of the year right there.
Her mother is black. And her father.
Your mama black.
You got black brothers.
You don't like black women?
I read on this. Her mother black. She is light skin.
I don't know.
I mean, you got black brothers. You got a black daughter.
Yeah, I get what you said. That nobody's making a
How
big
dare
deal
you
about that, but boy, yeah.
Over here, disowning your black queens. Let me stop this shit. But yeah, man, we're gonna next we're gonna find a way to talk more about this on another show.
Yes, sir.
But you want to talk? Oh fuck, we gotta talk about this fresh and fish shit because it's kind of old now. But I want to talk.
All right, you want to talk about the shit with you don't want to show?
We're not doing all that shit, bro. Hey, so you want to explain what happened? Just tell the people what we're gonna be talking about fresh.
That's why I wanted to show the little clip.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to show the little clip because I kind of like it's because don't nobody know who this girl is anyway.
Nah, fuck her. Like, I don't care about her. I'm not talking about her. Well, we're gonna talk about it a little bit, but so I guess with Fresh and Fit, man, they've been going. Fresh and Fit, since a podcast, a popular podcast. Matter of fact, the best podcast on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
I need to say you crazy,
but they. But they've been getting a lot of backlash, because
did you say black lash? You said black lash.
Oh, on my bad.
No, that's cool. That's it right there. They got a lot of black lash.
Back
and black lash.
So a couple weeks ago, they had Asian Doll on the show. I know a lot of y'all. Who's Asian Doll? Yeah, a lot of people don't know her.
She was the side chick of
King Von. Rest in
King
peace.
Von. A lot of people don't know King Von. I didn't know who King Von was until
Rest in peace, King
a
Von.
month before he was murdered.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. Great rapper. But anyways, man, she was on the show. You know, if you know Fresh and Fit, man, they don't tolerate disrespect. You know, they bring people on the show because they want women to have a voice as well, and and speak their mind. And one thing they don't play about is people disrespecting their platform. And a young lady, he asked the young lady several times, like, start having side conversations, please. And Asia Dog came in late and started having them side conversation with the same girl. And Myron, he was fed up and he had enough. And, he basically kicked both of them out.
But he didn't kick her out. He told her she can get the fuck on, and then her goof ass manager,
yeah.
so-called manager, was like, "Nah, bro, I want to show. No, it's this little piece, man. I got to show this shit. I have to show this shit, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got to show this shit." But
they
bro, chill. She ain't gotta
bro.
go nowhere. And
you should have checked his ass too.
Yeah.
Fuck
But
that, we're gonna
this
be
is
fighting.
the thing. When you talking about, again, when you start having discourse with men, for the most part, man, he already understood. He gonna say something back to me when I say something back to him. We in my goddamn spot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like having to take a goddamn interview for killing this motherfucker, because that's all it was. So it wasn't his guest anyway. No. He didn't even know who the hell she was. It was Fresh's guest.
Yep.
And anyway, he told this other little girl that he didn't really appreciate it, how she was having side checks. He told her like 5-6 times to, stop having side conversations while we having the show. The show was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Little girl was just like, and she little to me, because she's young, very young. And so she didn't say anything, but the girl, Asian Dow, she was like, "You a mean nigga." And he was just like, "What?" He did a little, "What?"
Right.
And she got to talking reckless to him. So,
and she thought she was dealing with the average media guy, where she could just say what she wants, say slick shit, and nobody ain't gonna do nothing. But here go the video.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna show this video. It's not a
so this ain't before you show this video, this ain't that. I don't think they're gonna show the Asian doll on this video. They're gonna show him talking about the situation of him not dating black women.
Okay, wait, and this the other. Oh, this ain't the one then.
Yeah, well, you can still post that, show that, because after that situation with Asian doll, here goes Shade Room digging up old shit.
I can't stand their ass. Shade Room.
Yeah, here go. Even though I follow their ass, but I get information here. But
damn, I thought you sent me another one. Is that it? Is this?
I think
one?
so. Click on it. But yeah, like the next day, Shade Room, these other websites start picking up old videos, and this video is really old, bro. I guess they had a show, and this was asked by a fan. The fan asked him about the black dating app, and one thing about them, bro, they joke about everything. They joke about all race, saying black, white, all race, bro. So if you really watch Fresh and Fit, you understand what they was doing, So when that fan asked him about the dating app, they made some jokes, and rubbed people the wrong way, told them they basically said they don't dabble in the dark, start making them names like what they say, LaShuikla,
all the shit that we
they
wasn't like it wasn't like names that black folks didn't make up. So.
And that's what's pissing me off with y'all. See, this is my problem with like black folks in general. You want to pick and choose what's fucking right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? These people are mad at them talking about they disrespecting black women, they bringing down black women. No, they not. They never said they hated black women. You know what I'm saying? They just don't date them. And they made some jokes But hey, jokes are jokes. And it's real funny. Like he just said, I done seen black people talk about these type of girls all the time. All the time. Matter of fact, ain't this some shit? I was talking about my skin color. Wasn't from white people. All black, all black people talking about how dark I am. I'm a purple motherfucker, all this type of shit. But it's, hey, I took it as jokes. You know what I'm saying? Was it hurtful at the time because I was a kid? Yeah. But hey, jokes is jokes. And I feel like, and then hell, Martin, we love Martin to death. One of my favorite shows to this day. He got a damn character named Shanae.
Yeah.
Did we say, hey, he's stereotyping black women? Oh, is he disrespecting black women? Hell no. We laugh our ass off at Shanae. You know what I'm saying? So we can't be picking and choosing when shit is right or wrong, you know what I'm saying, because we in our feelings or we probably don't like nobody. No. We got to keep that same energy. You don't see a whole bunch of Karens getting mad that black folks use their name as a racist. And I know some Karens is black, and I know some Karens is white. And honestly, all the Karens I've met and seen, they not racist. The women that they call Karens, they name not even fucking Karen. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We can't fucking play this bullshit game. You know what I'm saying? When we in our feelings talking about what's right or wrong, because we all fucked up as a human being, especially black folks. You know what I'm saying? Black folks, we the worst ones, you know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck what nobody say. But here go the clip, man, with Asian Doll. This is what happened. Shout out Fresh and Fit.
Guys, sidebar conversation, please. What I've told you, this is like, it's like the fifth time I've told you that, right? Sixth time. Like, stop. For real, like, stop. He means fun. We've been here since. Yeah, it's the whole show. Yeah, she's been doing it the whole show.
Did you hear the dude?
The dude, yeah. He entertaining that shit.
We got a bunch of girls in these dudes. I don't respect none of these cats that's like this. So if you act like this, I don't respect you.
Oh, I'm not mean as fuck. I just have rules. Simple. Right, go ahead. It's a podcast.
Damn. What I look for in a man to be that's like approaching me.
Hold on. Excuse me? Hold on.
Watch this.
Excuse me?
You mean?
I'm not mean at all.
I'm not here.
Have you been here the whole time?
No.
All right, then. So you don't know what was happening, right? Okay. Then.
But pause this shit. Pause.
How you gonna come?
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's childish games, bro. And you could tell she's a female and never been told about herself. And ain't no nigga never checked her in her life properly. And she probably done this multiple times on other people's platform. You know what I'm saying? Because she's a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know her. A lot of these celebrities think they just fucking invisible. Think they don't. They think they could just do whatever, bro. And I don't like this shit. This shit is fucking. The way she handles is trash. Or fucking the manager that was laughing. Her manager, he's trash. Like, it's like I don't like this shit, bro. Like,
Come on somebody's show and I know we'll go down and say, oh, you're mean.
It don't matter. I can say what I want.
Okay, we can get the fuck off the show too. Get off the show.
no.
Nah, chill, bro. She ain't going nowhere. Nah, chill, bro. She ain't going nowhere. Chill. Bro, she ain't going nowhere. Chill.
That right there could cause so much turmoil right there.
For real, bro.
But watch this. This is why he was like, she do, because he looking at old boy. If you look at his look, I'm going to tell you, when he got up and went to the room, what do you think he went to the room to do?
Probably got his gun.
Because that's his apartment.
Yeah, he got his gun.
He went and got his gun.
You don't tell no man what the fuck, what he don't need to do in this
on his show and in his house.
house.
But this is the thing. When you got these type of women, they get men killed.
Mm-hmm.
She was with who?
King Von.
King Von. He got killed fucking around with what Rondo, whatever his name was.
Yeah.
They met up to fight. Why did they meet up to fight?
Oh, some dumb shit.
No, over her.
Over her?
In her, she told King Von that them niggas was in her inbox.
I ain't hear that part.
Yeah, they got my man. It's a dude, one of them little Chicago niggas. They was talking about that shit. That's why they met up. And when she told him He had words with them cats.
But how? Because you sure, bro? Because his King Von manager came out saying, "I mean, she didn't even like her like that.
No,
They wasn't even together."
It wasn't that bro. It don't have nothing to do with me liking somebody like that.
Yeah.
At the time, you got to remember, she got all these videos of them laid up in the bed, hugged up, kissing, all of this shit. Yeah. This is all the shit that she was doing. She made it out to be like she wanted to be the wife. No, she was just his bitch. Yeah. In a lack of terms. No,
he said it too.
Right.
He said it too. That's just
so
my bitch.
When some dude come out there and they like, this is what it is. When she goes and tell him, because she telling him, they in my shit, whatever, he has some words. It ain't got shit to do with her no more. Got something to do with what? Nigga, ain't no motherfucking nigga about to be out there talking that shit to me like that. They didn't even talk about her no more. Yeah. But that's what sparked it. What'd they say? Slide.
Yeah.
He slid.
Because I know he was
beating up Rondo, or whatever.
Yeah.
Elder Rondo,
they
whatever
had
his name was.
beef too.
Yeah, but that makes it even worse. Yeah. That makes it even worse. A nigga done beef with in your DM, saying all kind of crazy shit to you. Ain't his probably his wife or nothing.
Yeah.
But that's his broad. She even got on her tweets. If that nigga ain't got 3 bodies, I ain't fucking with him.
Shit crazy. Y'all niggas wife and girls like this.
In her tweets.
I'm sorry. He's hot. I'm calm.
No, I'm very calm, but it's like, bro, you gotta show a little respect on the platform.
It's cool, bro. Chill.
I say me. It is what it is. What the fuck you want me to say?
That's not true.
Me, you mad about I said me?
So this is the thing. He's not mad at the fact that she's talking that shit. He ain't even thinking about her ass no more. That ain't what he thinking about. He's not at the point where he like, fuck this. He like, fuck that bitch. He listening to this nigga in the background in the chair. Chill out, bruh. She ain't got to do shit. Soon as that dude said she ain't got to do shit, he was like, she got to get off my show. Come on, man. And when he got to talking that shit, look at him, man.
Yeah.
He like, okay, now what I'm going to do? She ain't did nothing that fazed him. All he's saying is, I put the rules out and you just getting here. You wasn't even here 15 minutes yet. You came late with your disrespectful ass. Look how they treat everybody else. She was supposed to be, when Fresh had got her up, she was supposed to be the guest.
Yeah.
So they were supposed to have did a one-on-one with her. After they do the one-on-one, then they'll do the things with the girls like they do every one of their shows, right?
Yeah.
What happened? She didn't make it to the one-on-one, and she was late for the one when they had the girls. Yeah. We already know how late that shit was.
Right. They be doing their late show like.
So right. So Myron like, I don't know the bitch anyway. Right. This Fresh shit.
Yeah. So
Fresh like, yeah, I fucked up. Myron looked at him and was like, yeah, bro, just let me do the other shit. Don't do this no more. That's why he didn't let him. He was like, this your show. Because he like, I'm not feeling this shit tonight. The energy was gone.
Yep.
And then she come in here with them big ass goddamn porcelain teeth. Look at this shit. Looking like a goddamn cartoon character.
So earlier on the show, we go back and forth. So he was telling her to chill because it was like 5 times.
Oh my goodness.
So that's why.
Okay, but I said you mean why he want her stop the shit?
Well, because you don't know what was going on.
We are on the show, bro. Hey, yo. Chill, bro. All right. We good. I mean, we good. Let's keep going, bro. We all right. Let's keep going.
Now look at his hands. Look at who he's looking at. Let's go back.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's go back. Watch this.
Okay. Just like from here on out, like please, one at a time, because we'll start over. Because this is the 5th time. You said it last time.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, let's start it over. Okay.
I messed up.
I need one. Then maybe or send it to me via Uber Eats. Thanks. Thank you.
Oh shit, I didn't go back.
Keep going, bro. You all right?
Hold on, that's what I was trying to get to. Now look, he looking at old boy first.
Yeah.
Now he look at
Like,
fresh.
Yeah. Control your artist.
Right. Control this motherfucker. He like, so he looking at him like, fuck is this? What the fuck is this, dog? Who the fuck you bringing to the spot? Fresh at the time was like, I fucked up. Because he's a really nice guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He like, damn, I ain't know. And that's the whole thing. You can't just allow everybody to come up in this motherfucker, dog. That's why he's looking at him like that. Look how he look at him. All right, man, fuck it. So now he's actually a little pissed off at the shit that Fresh did, but he ain't pissed off at Fresh like you did something fucked up.
No.
It's just he's agitated right now.
Okay, just like from here on out, like please one at a time because
Yeah, we'll start it over. I
Because
don't say nothing. I
this
promise.
is the fifth time.
Okay.
You said it last time.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Let's start
Go
it
ahead.
over. Okay.
I
I
messed up.
need one. Then
So they cut
Yeah.
because it was a little while. They cut to it, and if you
Yeah.
notice, Myron is not there because Myron got up and he was like, "Fuck the shit." But he didn't just say "fuck his show" because this is in his apartment.
It's in his apartment.
He had to go get his ass. He was like, "No, let me go ahead and get my." Because he came back later. This is just a clip right now, and they cut it and things like that. But we say that just to say, damn the freshman. And by the way, man, y'all go, if you see this shit, man, y'all go like Fresh and Fit's videos, man. Subscribe. Look at the shit that they got, man. It's pretty entertaining,
Yeah.
and you can learn. So if you're a young dude, man, and you out here trying to get your life together, these
Yeah.
dudes not only talk with girls and stuff like that, but they help you get your credit together, help
Your
you
money.
start getting your money together,
estate,
investing, and
yeah.
all that shit. So these dudes is out cold, bro. I like them. They're young dudes. They doing their damn thing.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Go to the comments.
Go out of that.
Yeah. I got something for
Oh,
that.
read.
I got something for that, Paris.
No, read it. Read the
All
comment.
right, so look, let's see. Okay. So Paris said, bro, that podcast show disrespect of black women. Can't agree with you on this. These dudes are fake as hell, but we're going to address this. I'm going to be on air for this. Look.
Yeah, you can come on air, man. We definitely. I love to talk about that shit, bro.
But this is my problem, though, man, because people said,
Hold on, but look, right before that, look what Nidra said.
Fit
actually said he would never marry an
American
American
girl,
woman.
period.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he also said, because he is from Sudan, he told his mom, I will never marry a Sudanese woman ever either.
Yeah.
He said all of this.
So it's like, it's not. I hear people say this all the time, like, "Oh, they disrespect black women." No, you see, I can't take you serious because you don't watch their show. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta watch the
you
show,
gotta
bro.
Watch the show. People just taking clips of what they say. You know what I'm saying? They not just hard on black women; they hard on fucking all women, all men.
They're not actually hard on them, man. They allowing these motherfuckers
Matter
come
of fact,
every day.
They putting these girls on game. What men really think?
Some of the girls that they was sitting back, like when they first came on the show, them girls came out, they was wild as hell. Like that one girl, I'm so icy.
Yeah.
He got a couple of them.
Yeah.
They got the girls, they ain't dancing no more, they ain't stripping no more.
Yeah.
They actually
They
getting their
level these
portfolio
girls
up. Yeah. So
You know what I'm saying?
this ain't one of those podcasts, bro. Guaranteed it ain't one of those podcasts. But we'll be able to talk about it, Paris. I ain't got a problem with talking about that, homie.
Because
Absolutely. I'm just
keep
at
that
a
same
point.
energy because it's plenty of platform where black women disrespect black men. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when a man speak his mind off,
They just ain't
speak
got
their
half a
mind
deal.
about it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put women bullshit out there. Oh no, it's disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, you kicking girls out. You know, or disrespect. No, You know, you want to be an equal,
bro.
you gonna be
Hold on,
treated
Mary
like
said
an
there's much more to the show, bro. Trust me, we are avid followers of the show.
It's like
These guys, they just hit the 1 year mark. I've watched almost every one of
every
their
show.
damn shows
Before they was popular.
Before they was popular.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? They didn't say worse shit than this. You know what I'm saying? They didn't send out a whole bunch of worse shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
trust it, and I guarantee if we have a real conversation about it, and I can show you, I give you receipts. We have to talk about that, bro. I guarantee you ain't gonna be able to prove nothing that you saying.
Fresh and Fit, Myron, Fresh. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I'll fuck with y'all niggas. I'ma still watch y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the fucking world business of fucking canceling people. Oh man, fuck that shit, bro. Like, hey, men should be able to speak their fucking mind. And they made a platform for fucking men, you know what I'm saying, that don't have a voice. You know what I'm saying? They teach men how to, like you said, level up, you know what I'm saying, get their money. These dudes used to be nerds. These dudes never said they was alpha males or nothing. These dudes was nerds, you know what I'm saying? And they just giving out knowledge to dudes that have problems. Getting girls, getting their money up, who's overweight, all that shit. But like, man,
yeah. No,
it's crazy, bro.
What
it's real
Nidra
crazy, bro.
said, I don't, man, my eyes is, go and read it for me.
I don't believe any disrespect to black women. I believe, hold on, it's going too fast now. Okay, I don't believe they disrespect black women. I believe he tell them about themselves. It's all races on there, and they tell them shit that people don't tell them the truth.
Yeah. So what she's saying is that what they do is they speak on stuff that nobody else is going to be, no man is going to tell you the truth on, because they're trying to finesse you.
And they trying to fuck you. Like,
that's basically what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the problem. Like, y'all, like, females don't even know. It's crazy. Females would say niggas ain't shit, but when a nigga tell you, like, yeah, he ain't shit, and this is the reason why he ain't shit. Oh, now it's a problem. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, man, I think that way, but you just said.
But the opposite of it, because if you look at the one show they did where they responded to all this shit that they was talking about, the girl Agent Dow. First and foremost, if you're black and you calling yourself Asian, Chinese, Indian, anything other than African or American, it's something wrong with your ass right off the goddamn rap, off the bat.
Ain't this some shit? And she disrespect black women more than these niggas.
No, they don't do it. She did it.
No, I'm saying that she do it.
She got tweets. They pulled up all her tweets talking about dark-skinned women. Black women, these black bitches can't do this, and these black bitches can't do that, and nappy head this and nappy head that. She was the one that was tweeting that shit. If I had enough time, because we about to get off of here, but if I had enough time, I'd pull all her shit up.
Man.
Wait, Jeff Baptiste, what did he say?
That's
Jeff.
That's
okay.
Jeff.
All right.
He said they have a preference. There's nothing wrong with that. It just came off wrong.
Yeah, it did. It was misunderstood.
It is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Like,
they even brought the young lady that it was based around. But this is the craziest part. It wasn't even nothing that had to do with their preference. They were talking, it stemmed off of an argument that they had with that girl, Asian Dow. Now, the problem was that the problem that they had with Asian Dow should have stayed right there, because she ended up leaving. That's why she didn't get kicked off the show. He told her to leave, but then he just got to the point where he was just like, all right, then, cool, I got you. And then he went, I know what he did. He went there strapped up, but he wasn't worried about her. He didn't have the problem with her. He had the problem with the dude. Because he like, wait, why are you back there telling me ad-libbing and shit? Yeah. And so he like, nah, because it's about to get bad, because the next time he say something out of pocket of me, I'm going to go ahead and give him the business.
Yeah.
So she got up, and because he wasn't there. And when she got up, she left. When he came back, they were gone. That's just what it was.
He said, Paris said, bro, for the one, bet you didn't know that dude was a former federal agent. Yeah, I already knew that.
Yes, no, we do know he wasn't.
I
He
already
was.
knew that.
He worked for Homeland Security, and guess what?
Matter of fact,
he got a podcast saying "Fed It," and he talks about that. What are you talking about? I didn't know.
Yeah, he got a whole show about that.
A whole show about it.
This is like y'all have to watch this shit. Fuck the Shade Room. All these people like to put out clips of them old ass shit. Really watch they shit, and I guarantee if you really sit down and watch they shit, take time to watch they shit, not just the shit with the girls. I'm talking about the money when they have Mondays. Your perspective will change.
Yes,
and
he always talks about him being a former federal agent, and he tells the whole story about it. So I do know about that. And the thing is this: why does that matter? We need police officers.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, homie?
And I honestly, bro, I'm so like I don't want to. And shout out Paris. Paris is really a cool ass dude.
No, that's my dude.
You know, so we ain't picking on him. But this is people in general. Like people always quit to say, well, you know what I'm saying, oh, they disrespecting black women. You know what I'm saying? We gotta protect our black queen, man. Fuck all that, bro. Real is fucking real. If you on some bullshit, people should fucking call you on your bullshit. I don't give a fuck if you're a man or a woman. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you dudes is fucking blind out here. You know what I'm saying? Thinking you can't say anything what's on your mind about a female. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you something, black women is not saying the same tone. When they hear some disrespectful shit about black men, they fucking keep watching it and they applaud them. You know what I'm saying? They not saying we got to protect our black men. You know what I'm saying? So.
But this is the thing, too. I'm not into a space where if somebody says something that I don't like, that I'm just not going to watch them or anything. We got the power to actually go on their show. I'd rather have a conversation with them. Maybe I can get a better understanding. Yeah. And if I can't, we can still walk away. They think one way, I think another way, and we still go. We still good with it. Yeah. We didn't put that one up there because it's been a while since that whole Fresh and Fit thing. And one thing about it, them brothers don't need us to fight for them. What we're talking about is the integrity of black folks, period, man. And our integrity has been down so much where the things that actually is hurting us, we say nothing about.
Okay, Paris said he did a show a few weeks ago addressing black women as night riders. No, that video that you've seen is old.
That wasn't right. Paris, you got that from what's those outlets? Them stupid ass outlets.
Yeah, bro.
What's the name of the outlet? That's
Shade
Room and Takeout.
Yeah, Say Cheese.
All that crazy stuff. That wasn't last week, bro.
No, bro.
They brought that up to try to say that they didn't like it.
I'm gonna say this. So what? Shit.
So what?
I just said what I just said. I was fucking talking about as a kid, people talking about how dark my skin is. You know what I'm saying? All type of jokes. So you think I'm supposed to give a damn because this nigga called he called females black women night riders? Fuck no. It is what the fuck it is. Hey, if it don't reply, let it fly. If your name ain't Lakeisha, LaShonda, whatever the fuck, let that shit fly. Why the fuck are you mad if it don't fucking reply to you? Like, I don't understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, people, we got to get out of our feeling. We need to just.
I mean, but the thing was this. It was a preference. Okay. It was a preference that these dudes did. That what you saw about the whole thing with the I don't date night riders. They also said that they don't date the Beckys.
Yeah.
Or they talk about the Karens. Like, even when you see the show, like when people talk about, they be kicking out black women. They kick out way more non-black women than they've ever kicked out black women. Matter of fact, the craziest part about that show is a lot of times when you see a lot of those black women, they act better than a lot of those non-black women.
They do. And you say multiple times, like, bro, I don't like kicking out girls. Like it messes up the quality of the show. Like, I don't enjoy this shit. But you can't have people just disrespecting my platform. And what I said earlier when we was talking to Jeff and Kharisa. A lot of these dudes, the reason why females act how they act, because a lot of these dudes is allowing this bad behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's y'all niggas' fault. It's As men, it's our fault because a lot of you niggas is allowing this badass behavior. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even knocking the girls how they act. I'm not even knocking the girls that are mad at fresh and
I
fit.
told you.
I'm not mad when the girls how they react to fresh and fit. They just doing what's supposed to do.
That's why I said he wasn't
y'all
paying attention.
niggas.
If you saw it, he wasn't paying attention to old girl no more. He was paying attention to who? That dude that was out there trying to be the damn savior. Chill out, dog. That's when I saw it. I said, because it's a whole different ball game when dudes have discourse.
Discourse, bro.
That's why we gotta stay chill with each other. When we chill with each other, things are cool. But when we start when it's about to be it be some furniture moving.
Yeah, bro.
It's gonna be some furniture moving, and somebody can likely die. That's how it goes. So at the end of the day, he wasn't really tripping, because if she was there, and say she was there with a group of women, or a man that actually thought with his damn head instead of out there trying to be a damn saver, a Captain Saver-ho. The man would have sit back and said, hey man, look, let's get up out of here. And he would have just pulled her up out. What happened?
Paris, bro. And like I said, I really fuck with Paris. That's my, you know what I'm saying? He's a good guy, but come on, man.
What do you say? Wait, no,
that's the problem. We are not standing up for our sisters or protecting Black women anymore. That's a part of our brokenness of our community and culture. Let me say this shit. I'm not protecting nobody.
Well, I can't wait to get your ass on the show, boy.
Let me say this shit. I'm not protecting nobody. No woman ain't my wife or my daughters. Ain't that some shit?
Do you protect your wife? Do you protect your wife?
You damn right.
Do you protect your daughter?
Yep. And that's all that fucking matters.
I do the same goddamn thing. There's a whole bunch of dudes to do. And I'm gonna tell you right now,
how many random
that
Black
is definitely
women?
Not the truth, because most of these dudes are getting killed because of these damn women. They coming out being the white knight for.
Yep. And how many random Black women is gonna protect us?
We can't have that.
No.
For one, if I got a woman to sit back and she had to protect me, that means I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing as a fucking man. Because one of the things that we do as men is we are vigilant.
Yep.
We try to mitigate danger. We don't run to fucking danger. So if I'm at a point where my woman have to be protective of me, we got a problem then.
Yeah.
The only way that she protect me is to tell me, hey, look, we need to do this. We need she's looking at the things that I'm doing. But if I'm out here acting like I'm a damn hoodlum and shit like that, and she gotta tell me stop being a hoodlum, don't go out there and get the gun and all that shit, then she fuck with a nigga that could get her killed.
Fuck out of man.
No, it's not that we not taking care, that we not protecting our women. It goes twofold.
Yeah, I'm only person
I'm protecting
my
the
wife
protective,
and my kids.
Right? The one that wants to be protected.
Right.
I'm not about to sit back and protect a woman to sit back and say that she's strong and she got this and she's independent. Hell no.
Hell no. Or say every Black woman is a queen. Fuck all that. No. The same thing. Every nigga,
I'm protecting
every Black
that,
man ain't a king.
Right. I'm protecting
only
that
queen.
woman.
It's only one queen, and she got my last name. Fuck all that shit, bro. Like,
you got the younger generation that goes around doing that, but then you got, look, right now, the way that these damn we live. Who was that? Lorenzo? Who was that right there, bro? Lorenzo. Let me put that shit over here.
Mic check. 12.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna put this in here. Paris, you can come right now, bro. I just put the link right in here. Anybody that want to come and have a conversation with us, I'll put that link right into the chat. I just put it in there. Go ahead, hit that link, and come in and holler at us, bro. Come and holler at us. But when we talking about, I'm gonna have to read the other one.
He said, yes, but other communities don't allow. Yes, other communities don't allow their women to ever be disrespected on any level. So that's a part of breaking the curse for our community as well. Hey, we ain't got no fucking community.
No, that's not true either, Paris, man, because you go
so we get a community, then we could probably talk that. But
for the most part, you have, if they're American, they're westernized. Almost every westernized community have to deal with disrespectful ass women. Just like they have to deal with disrespectful ass damn little boys right now. Look at these kids. It don't matter if they girls or boys. It don't matter if they girls or boys. They're disrespectful. Yep. When they see a damn elder, somebody that's an elder to them, they don't even recognize it anymore. When you talking about some shit like that, man, this is not just a black white. Them days are over with. That whole we black, y'all white shit. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, black people really believe that shit. They'll stand up and be like, look, we gonna wage damn war on the white people.
Yep.
Y'all don't believe that shit for real. Quit playing, dog. You get with who you get with. You love who the hell you love. But don't be out here and make it seem like man, look.
We ain't no kumbaya. Fuck, like black
We
people,
got to get back to getting
yeah,
our shit back together.
like-
That's what we talked about earlier in the relationships. That's why I loved talking to Kharisa and Jeff, right?
Yeah.
I love talking to those two people because they doing it, man.
They doing it.
They doing it. They not talking about it. They're actually doing the work.
Yep.
If you are not trying to be a person that wants to be protected, then you won't be protected. You can't sit back and be independent, strong, and all these goddamn exonerated names, and then now you want somebody to protect you. Ain't no man about to do all that shit.
Fuck's that.
Look at all that. We ain't about to do it.
No. So see, no matter how these women carry themselves or ratchet behavior, these are lost souls that still need direction and guidance. We can't condemn them because they was lost. Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
Shit.
That's why we
That's
have a
they
problem
goddamn
right there.
parents' fault.
If you don't
Fuck that.
act accordingly, your ass is a weak vessel. And if I got you on my fucking team, that means that you could kill all of us.
I
You
got
could get
my-
every one of us killed if you a lost that goddamn soul. If you ain't trying to build yourself, your ass is a liability.
Yep. I got my own daughters to worry about, to guide them about. Like,
You can condemn them. The hell you talking about?
they condemn
No,
them.
what they say? Fuck you mean?
What's the Lorenzo? Is this channel about the unconditional COVID?
Unconstitutional.
Man, we ain't talking about that shit, bro.
Oh no,
Yeah, we ain't
that,
fuck,
nah,
we don't
not
fuck with
that.
no COVID
I
shit.
ain't not that.
Yeah.
We ain't fucking with nothing that got to do with the jab right now.
Yeah.
We will have. Listen, Loren. We have a show on that, but we got to come prepared on that,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Because YouTube don't be playing the games, bro. For
YouTube
real. But I have
get
no problem with
monetized
having.
first.
We got to be prepared. We got to be prepared to have that type of show,
we
bro.
gotta,
I ain't got no problem with having that type of a show.
Yeah, man.
But no, Paris, back to you, bro. It does matter. That's what the problem is. We try to make it seem like everybody gets a damn trophy. Everybody don't get a trophy over this way. So if you want to do that, you do that. I'm not about to have no weak vessels on my team. It ain't happening at all. I'm gonna ignore you. That's all you gonna get. That's the best you can get. And if you come fucking with me, then you're gonna have problems.
And
I don't condemn that. That's why we got problems now, because we got people to say no matter what it is that they do. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
If you are not acting as a woman, if you're not conducting yourself as an adult or a woman or whatever it is that you're not conducting yourself as, then your ass is falling weak and you are a liability.
and
I leave that up to you, Paris.
lot
Man.
of-
You grab all of them. I want the winners.
and a lot of these women don't want the guidance. You know what I'm saying? So how you gonna?
I'm not about to protect
how you gonna
nobody that
guide
don't want to
somebody
be guided
that
or
wanna
want
be
to be
guided?
protected.
You're wasting time. It's a
Nah, I'm
headache.
straight on that, homie. I'm straight on that.
Fellas, you want
And we're not a monolith. See, you talking as if we're a monolith. We're not. Black people are not a monolith. We are not.
Nope.
We got to get out of that, man. We got to get out of that. Just because somebody is sitting there and they wear a similar uniform that I wear, skin-wise, does not mean that we are people anymore. It doesn't. It doesn't. If they are a liability, they are a detriment to my fucking life.
Facts. Well,
I'm cool on that.
let's end it here.
Hey, and to be continued with Paris, I
Yeah.
want to get the bug out, bro. This is
Yeah.
my family, man. I
Yeah.
love and I like to have these type of man. I'm had conversations like this off
Yeah,
the
Paris,
what you
he's
call
one
it?
of our earlier supporters. So
That's
no,
my
we're
dude.
not- I'm glad you mentioned this up because a lot of people think this way, man.
Now understand this also, people, that we're supposed to have discourse with each other. That's where the love really comes from.
Hell
It shows
yeah, man.
how we can actually be very diverse with
Hell
each other
yeah.
in our way of thinking. That's how you build.
Shout out to Paris, man.
That's my dude.
Sparking this shit up.
Yes, sir.
For real.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man.
I wish you would have hit the link. Come on over, boy. Speak on that. But hey, look, man, we gonna end it. We done did a 3-hour show.
3-hour show, longest show.
I like to again thank Kharisa and Jeff.
Yep.
What's the name of their podcast again?
The Gemini Talk Podcast.
Gemini Talk Podcast. You can find them on
yeah, they send me their links and stuff. We're gonna put their businesses and stuff.
But
out
they're on Spotify, right? And there's a
well,
couple of other
well,
links they got, but they got the links.
on
We'll put it in the description.
Spotify, Anchor.
Yeah.
And
I love to build with them a lot
sure.
more, man.
For sure.
Matter of fact, we might have to go ahead and put our show on that also. So
oh yeah,
absolutely,
we are working on other platforms. Anchor is one of them, Spotify. So 2022, we're gonna it was all about building new things. So.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna try to do more shows, more at least more than just once a week.
Absolutely.
As well. So
absolutely. But I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you, Paris, man.
For real, much love.
Lorenz, hey, make sure that you guys is that what's the name right there?
Lorenzo
Armani,
yeah.
Oh, okay, man. Make sure that you hit that like, man. Subscribe, man.
Please subscribe.
Yes,
like.
Sir. And we got it. It's going. Our next show is going to be a call in, also, man. You guys can also go on to our StreamYards, and when we do these shows, man, we want to have your input. You know what I'm saying? We want to be able to hear what everybody have to say. So let's go ahead, man, and let's build.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Yeah.
You got anything else, bro? Oh, follow me at DJ _ Jig Tight. Do I got Jig Tight? That's on my IG. Matter of fact, we're gonna start putting our IG shit on here also.
Yeah.
And you can also find me on Facebook on my government, James Dunlap. You can go on there. You can find me on that also. And I mean, you can go to DJ _ Jig Tight 72 on Twitter also. I don't really use my Twitter that much. I use IG. Pretty much that's my primary is IG and YouTube. Shit.
Yeah. And you can follow me on my Instagram, thankful _ Robert. Follow us on Instagram, what we know _ podcast. And
yeah, damn, that's the first thing we should have said.
Yeah.
Is it? Yes. What we know _ podcast. We don't have all that stuff in
and,
what you call it?
My homeboy approached me and my homeboy, we're talking about sports podcasts.
Yeah.
Later.
And I want to get with Paris, man. We get a hip hop podcast going, bro.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I'm gonna talk about that.
We're gonna have a couple of shits.
Yeah. But
get a chance to learn from one of me and Rob get a chance to learn from one another and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
He big on the sports shit. I'm big on the hip hop shit.
Hell yeah. So but yeah, man, thank y'all. Thanks for all the viewers. See y'all next show.
Subscribe, like, and share, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, y'all. We out.
We out.
Peace.
Peace, what we know.